when it was Kemet, Black Egypt. It was a Nile Valley civilization. Black Egypt. It wasn't no Mediterranean culture. Like and subscribe. You gon' get tormented for 4 minutes if it's war when it just said Jessaru got a false door in it. The Nubian flow, that's before Kemet. My Sakim T got rubies and gold, and it's fit for a Kushite king. But what it look like, the green Sahara ring bearer, bring terror to your satellite kingdom, so they do not bother me. Scarification look like wavy line pottery. Kush with the black top pots. I rap top notch and I could kick it till your laptop stops. I'm like Tahaka, Shabaka, or Pianki, the author's a father. Any cocky, I came down and out through the lands of Kush, living a pre-dynastic pharaoh way and marrow way. Kerma, Khartoum, or Simna by the 5th cataract. Now I put the 5th wheel on the Cadillac. So much ride a white man couldn't battle that though, they had to paddle back. Black Egypt. Black Egypt. Black Egypt. You gotta look and see where the Nile started. Black Egypt. And how it was easier to go downstream than upstream. And which way the river flowed. Don't look at the color, look at the culture. Black Egypt. What you know about Dynasty 00? Roll through with Shimsu Heru on the standard. Ta-Nehisi, Sudanese G's. Try to test me, I'm an archer from Taseti. The squad ready, so I'm stepping in with the extra thin leopard skin. A tail on the apron with my crown on. You can crack jokes, but I ain't the one to clown on. Hey yo, Egypt was black, and that's a fact. All you little suckers need to step on back. They tried to throw us off, but we kept on track. We started doing research, but you slept on that. And with Kemet, it don't matter what the name means. If it's a black culture, then that's the same thing. Race science is a lame thing. Ever since Nubian times, I let the chain swing. How the first known in Egypt was Taseti, but Taseti was Taseti already. Yep, it meant the land of the bow, and when Egyptians needed archers, this is where they would go to recruit them. I got arrows and I shoot them. Who them fake pharaohs? I uproot them and use Black Egypt. 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 Yo. That's it. I ain't made no song. I ain't changing Black Egypt. I'm rocking that all year. I might make some new songs though. But let me see. Upper Egypt boy, got that white crown. Upper Egypt boy. Babylonian bars, you can really spit it, get it, dagger on me. That harpoon, it ain't for abalone. Phoenician pieces made of Nubian gold. Antediluvian scrolls hit the Dubian poles. And if you wanna debate that, you'll get truly exposed. I'm like the king of Axum, Axon. Bring the maxims of Patar back to action. I actually swing my axe, so y-axis 32 degrees west on the y-axis. Try and catch us. Christianity was stole from Kemet, lying bastards. Compare the book of Psalms to Amenope. Sometimes when rhyming, I'm just like a shaman, okay?
Some sound alright, but then they act silly. By conquering my crown, and that's really very silly. By conquering my crown, and that's really very silly.
I'm a star charting Bantu boy with my bow and arrow. I raise a king in my gnome if I don't know the pharaoh. Explosive and lethal when your dreams like Joseph the Hebrew. And no sending evil wide jet and neck bent. Here to ward that off, I'm not a sage burner. Scroll learner, the page turner. The script writer, put the pen down cause I don't fucking need it. Cause I got the white crown, the upper I rock Egypt. The white crown, say top Shimbu. You rock the red crown, say top Mehu. You rock the white crown, say top Shimbu. You rock the red crown, say top Mehu.
Some sound alright, but then they act silly. By conquering my conquering my crown, and that's really very silly.
I'm a C group, Madjai Archer, from Ta-Nehisi. You conscious community pseudos never try to test me. As I'm in Rock Squad up, fuck religion. And when I'm on the mic, don't cut my wisdom, boy. I'm W.E.B. Du Bois. I'll smother you under the Sphinx, heed the voice. Ancestrally cooking up mean lyrics. Cats fighting cause they don't think the Dogon has seen Cirrus. And DNA can't prove ethnicity. How you conscious? You say Pacific instead of specifically. You know my shit so raw, you get crushed. Think the force of a hippo jaw. I rock the white crown, say Tashimu. You rock the red crown, say Tamehu. You rock the white crown, say Tashimu. You rock the red crown, say Tamehu.
Some sound alright, but then they act silly. Try conquering my crown, and that's really very silly. Try conquering my crown,
Shout out to Cousin
and
Kirk.
that's really very silly.
It's the
Some
mad
sound
job.
alright,
That's the
but
Cisco
then they
job.
act silly. Try conquering my crown,
That's what's up.
really very silly. Try conquering my crown, and that's really very silly.
Let me see. Since they did give my last album, put out last year in February, album of the year, sometimes your partner don't be tripping.
Player game, I'll give it to niggas like spare change, pink ring, glare, flare, and the wanted bitches. Rock, fly, Jews, think stone and Jesus. Got blazing hot steel in the way that I feel. Put this burner on the nigga like a tabletop grill. Set up shop on your spot and make 50 G's in it. You'll be that Walmart with the Mickey D's in it. Motor coach, limousine tinted, OGs in it. Call it the whippersnapper, it got 4 P's in it. I heard your click had police in it, and the federal agent was your co-defendant. Now niggas on the gram betting on your trial like, I bet he don't say shit, I'm ready to slay shit. Straight spit, I don't.
See, this is what y'all do with that metal netter. This is what y'all do with the metal netter right here.
Y'all niggas sound nice when I ain't around. If I ain't there, the hoes wait around. You can tell a nigga
Y'all sound nice when I ain't around.
You can tell a nigga serious by
It's
the
facts,
way I
look.
sound. Y'all niggas sound nice when I ain't around. If I ain't there, the hoes wait around. You can tell a nigga serious by the way I sound. You can tell a nigga serious by the way I sound. Yo, Polaroid portfolio, black rodeo, the no-show for Popo flow. Crack overdose, rap over your head, back-to-back quotables. And I'm still with High Road 2, that's notable. Look, my whole catalog off the hook. Come to my offices, I'll show you how.
Hey, this all facts, nigga.
No beef, bruh. You ever seen sausage cook? You already look exhausted and lost as fuck. You couldn't handle this thing, come up to me humble. Or it's Animal Kingdom, Discovery Channel. Know how to move keys like he love the piano and rock a goose down fleece or a bubbly flannel. Grandfather clock top with the gun on the mantle. Reading a novel in a lazy boy. Murph candles and frankincense. Just making shit. Why y'all niggas metaphors ain't making sense.
Come on.
Y'all niggas sound nice.
See, I gotta get juice, man. I just woke up.
The hoes wait around. You can tell a nigga serious by the way I sound. You can tell a nigga serious by the way I sound.
My partner say, bring that coach out. My man say, whippersnapper. It got 4 P's in it. That boy said, motor coach, limousine tinted, OGs in it. Call it the whippersnapper. Because it got 4 P's in it. We just have fun. What's up, Corey? Thank you, family. I've been trying hard for hella long. But I don't be trying that hard, though. But thank you, though. Appreciate that. Real talk. Yeah, I just was getting juiced. So really, because I got to do some boring-ass studies. You feel me? We finishing up on, we going to do line for line every day. Really, I'm making sure we make progress on this show. So I'm doing line for line, one line of the Murray Patas style every day to go into my work that I eventually have to do to try to manifest what I present that it says on the Israel Stele. But shout out to Dead Perry though, because they wouldn't have gave me the album of the year. Bandcamp gave me that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have gave me that last year for this material if it wasn't for Dead Perry. That boy came through and hottened me back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got to give shout out to people. They might like an artist from a while ago, but they a hot producer with some shit, and they might be like, I'm about to hook up with dude. And that's how Dead Perry was with me. And that album did good, though. But yeah, I ain't tripping. We just chilling. People don't know about this shit because it's underground. But it be slapping, though.
They had to run for cover, couldn't stand the rain. Take 3 shots of bourbon, then I land the plane. But be searching for a vein, that's how they answer pain. Life keeps getting better, son, I can't
You could do
complain.
a whole set of stand-up and they'd probably stare. I'll say one punchline and burn the body hair off Fozzie Bear. Floridian swamp monster, flipping over boats of soldiers. Getting boatloads of hoes till I'm overloaded. Treat a shitty promoter like a toilet bowl floater. Intoxicated, toxic male, imagine if I flowed sober. What you do? In the kitchen, boiling chemicals you handle carefully, not necessarily Sarah Lee. It's a little drink I make called COVID Koresh. It travels to your lungs, explodes out your chest. Then the acid start oozing, eroding your flesh. Burn you till you look like first prize at the Aggro Fest. See title got the best show yet. No dance crews or lasers. Jail style, make my knife with a newspaper. Chase your wife down while I'm off some shots of Milagro. Bitch ran past me, but won't get past these hollows.
They had to run for cover, couldn't stand the rain. Take 3 shots of bourbon, then I land the plane. But be searching for a vein, that's how they answer pain. Life keeps getting better, son, I can't complain. But they had to run for cover, couldn't stand the rain. Take 3 shots of bourbon, then I land the plane. But be searching for a vein, that's how they answer pain. Life keeps getting better, son,
I waste time on white sand beaches. It ain't about age, it's about the point in space-time your lifespan reaches. If I spread bad blood, it's to fight the damn leeches. Stay loaded, the rap's coded like white man speeches. Niggas bite my shit, be like, hey Mike, can't eat this. Then they throw up. I'm like a cyborg, my right hand features small projectile missiles that shoot, then they blow up. Rappers arrange a showdown and never show up. You know what? This would be a good time to show some humility and accountability. Grow up. I take 3 shots of bourbon and be toe up. Drunk texting my ex about to wake your hoe up. So what? Get a whooping when I hit the damn bottle. Giving rappers lashes like Instagram models. If I dish your man, just call me Pistol Man Rollo. $1 million worth of gang, Gilly, Wallow.
They had to run for cover, couldn't stand the rain. Take 3 shots of bourbon, then I land the plane. But be searching for a vein.
Y'all didn't know some young dudes are still fucking with Casual? Them young hot ones they be talking about. Shout out to Daniel's son, self-titled, Jake Spiff. That'd be honest too, you feel me? That do be straight honest, like when the young MCs who everybody be fucking with on the underground shit is rocking with you. Alright, whatever. But since nobody know about that album or never fuck with that album, you can at least let me play some of it. Shit. We're gonna be talking for the next 8 damn hours, dog. I don't even want to show dude on my page. Alright, this is the last shit. And we gone. I'm gonna do some more shit, forget it. Excuse my language. It ain't late night, it's early morning. So that profanity, let me cut it out. Shout out to J. Ross, had me popping back in the day.
And when your tears seem to fall, just like rain, you better find you a new song to sing. 'Cause the blues ain't nothing but some pain.
There's some things you got to let transpire to make fire. Yo, they can't try us. Casual, J. Rawls on the flyer. What's better than this? We manifest elegant bliss. They on some intelligent
and keep something in the trunk. Elephant lips, make songs all night. Wake up and cake up, then I make another one to break up the fake stuff. Move keys like you get that Gouda daddy. Smoother, I get it from what I'm spitting to you. New songs, new styles, not the typical. You got to have style and learn to be original. We analog, dog. Y'all cats is digital. So when your tears start falling, when your peers start bawling, the last years feel like a spiritual calling. You better find a new song to sing.
A new song to sing. You better find you a new song to sing. You better find a new song to sing.
Jay, shorty and a friend wanna leave the damn party and go blow big bags. Well, I play the accordion, looking over hip-hop cats. I'm the guardian, you standing on stage, but ought to be in the audience. Plus, with all that drama, you messing up the ambiance. Look backstage, probably gone at the telly, working on a brand new beat. Why you goofy up the lobby trying to play with the freaks? You stay in the streets, I'ma stay in the stew.
Well, listen, casual, son, forget these dudes, man.
They hurtin' hip-hop, recycling the same music. Sharpshooter aim, use it on your lame music. It's like they stupid, one after another, toss them in the air. It's like I'm clay shooting. Change your tune, change your style, change your life or remain that foul.
Hey, hell yeah, Corey, and I do that shit all the time. But the cold part about getting strikes about playing my own videos is they send the money to me through other means. And so this, honestly, this is why I play Black Egypt, and yeah, this is why. But I could contact my distributor and tell them to whitelist my page. But I've been doing an experiment to see which way you're gonna get more money, because the theory is YouTube can't charge another copywriter who made a claim on it they percentage. So you feel me? Because there's another entity swooping in saying, hold up, that's our content. Forget your rules. You playing our stuff, nope, break bread. So instead of getting I I only get a little bit more by doing it that way. But like I said the other day, when man, trust me, that Black Egypt song ain't like this shit. It ain't like I expected it to. I'm not pushing it or nothing, but just in my little social experiments, I probably got like 3 checks off that song since I made it. Or 3 checks represented by that song. But yeah, I'll be doing that so that when they strike my page, it'll go. Then the checks, the money for those videos will show up on my distribution checks. So that means then every time we watch a video, is actually a song play. So that's why it'd be cool. So it just collect up like how many times they saying the song got streamed and shit. But yeah, though. Oh yeah, I'll be penny pinching trying to see which way gonna come out hotter. But all right, where was I at though? I started on that Mern Patastel just to get it popping. Shout out to Matt. I ain't seen Matt in the building yet, but I hit you off with the Zoom this morning, but I figured probably didn't give you enough time to react to it. So I'll hit you up again. Twerking to subs. All right, let's see what we talk about in the chat one time. Pharaohs had lip plates and was twerking to sub-Saharan drumming back in ancient Egypt. Well, I ain't gonna take nothing too much about that but the lip plates. We know they didn't have no lip plates, but I do want to know when in history that came in and became a thing. Like when this cat start doing, was augmentation, and we see like head augmentation in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Where they making their heads a different shape. But I don't know about that. So some of what I said, I'm about to snip this. We're on the 3rd register. So we down here. I'm about to snip it. Anybody who's at home following and want to do it, help do for themselves, I can tell you some of the tools. Download Mark Vigas's, Egyptological dictionary. And that's just one tool, and just so you know, that tool offers digitized version of Raymond Faulkner's dictionary. So they ain't Vigas's definitions. He don't even do that. He's a digitizer, somebody who took it from handwritten form and put it into, what form he put it into? Digital form. All right, cool. Now we making meta easy over here because you got to know how to be practical, man. Find some more ways people can learn the way that we learn stuff. Not acting Superman-y. But anyway, let me go. We understand, since the direction we starting from is left to right, because of the facsimile is written from left to right. But the original text goes from right to left. Now, when we come to how you spell by Jesus, I don't know. Oh, Mark Vygus, MarkVygus. So here goes some of the tools. It's just 3 quick tools for this right here. I mean, there's plenty of tools, but here go 3 quick ones. Some of the people in the chat that I deal with be using different tools. These are just some of mine. So Mark Vygus' dictionary, which is this. If you Google that, Mark Vygus Egyptian dictionary, you're going to get the dictionary we be getting. All right. See this right here? So I already got that. But let's talk about this a bit. After I tell everybody what to get. After you got Mark Vygus' dictionary, you might just want to open a page that got Gardner sign list on it. Sometimes, Mark Vygus. I'm sorry. Sometimes you can use a better sign list than the Gardner sign list that's on Wiki, but it's very accessible and easy to click through. It's not fully exhaustive. If you want something more exhaustive, download something like JSesh and use the transliteration codes. But I'm just using the easy tools. So remember, I had this little rule about, well, some people, it comes from what we know as group writing. But instead of just doing that, I'm explaining my way. I said, particularly when we looking back over a facsimile like this, that phrases and particular words will come in these squares. It ain't just a true square, but it's the closest thing. Why it ain't letting me write? I don't know why it ain't letting me write. Let's see. So this square like this. Blah, blah, blah. Let me make this one. Get stuff right, man. This appears to be a word and is determinative at the bottom. If I continue to do this to show what I meant by a simple way to start to parse, now don't forget, these methods will always betray you at certain times, but they will lead you right the majority of the time. So let's see how long until it betrays us. Just right here, the method of. Now you couldn't do this if you obviously can't identify the words, because this one is different. See, so you would have included this in there, but that's actually included in the next section. So let me show you what I mean. This is just right here. Nevertheless, it's following the same type of concept. And then we're going to go. Now, this ain't one word. And we eventually, but this is what I'm about to do. I'm going to skip that and do this, which we know is ta. And then we got mer. See the A? Whenever that appears, you get your consistency. Ta, mer, E. With a southern, it really got like a rim pat, but it's like a southern, something to indicate something like south, another determinative, and then a town symbol. So since even if I ain't had this work out, which I do, but even if I didn't have this worked out, I mean, I don't all the way have it worked out, but it's not hard to work out. I still know it's parsed somewhat together. Not saying it's one word, but it is erdi. Now you can say what this is. This is erdi erima, and then it got the 2 dots for the eyes. So we got to trip off that. So this is literally talking about to see Mary. To give sight to Mary. Now, I'm just going to do some stuff I haven't done yet, right? And I'm about to open up the English just to show something. I'm going to go to the English. Still. Translations. And we're going to see in the beginning, should be around somewhere on the 3rd line. He got to be doing something like giving sight to Mary. But let's see. We know it's to Mary. So let's see what he's doing. And since it's on the 3rd line, I mean, you know, we remember the mighty bull. I'm going to try to remember where. I remember that Ba Enra, the son of Ra, was kind of like the end of the 1st line, content with my eye. So then magnificent in power, exalted in strength of her. We did all of this, but we ain't got to strong. But what? Oh, I don't. Wait a minute. I don't think I got that far. So let me go back. Magnificent in power, exalted in the strength of Horus. See, they already talking about Mary. Mary. And I'm on the 3rd register. So everything we just read. So let me show you what they talking about. Exalted in the name of Horus. So this is the 1st line. Let's go back to the translation. Year 5-3, Baba Majesty under His Majesty Horus. The mighty bull, that's that Kanakit right over here. All right. Kanakit. No, this is something about praising. Remember I said Hayi and we should pronounce this? So it's going to say to praise Ma'at next on the translation. Right? So I need to get this better. Like this. So look, see now we just, even though I'm going to do this in another segment, but we can see how we already dumb on point and we chilling. But let's see. Because at this point, under His Majesty, wait. All right, I got to minimize this one too. That way it'll work. So this is, look, core, we already transliterated this. This is the 1st register. That's why it's the 1st sentence here. Core under the Majesty. Core Him under the Majesty, okay? Core Him in Hor, under the Majesty of Horus. Now here's the thing. Now this helps me change my transliteration. Because I knew that this Ra was attached to just to that Horus. But just to be indicative of what I seen, I transliterated Hor Ra. But right here, they don't indicate no Ra. So that's just a determinative on the Horus. But we got Kanakit next, and they got mighty bull. Now this is what I was talking about. I knew this right here was to be pronounced, and it is Ha. Ha-E. Honestly, I don't want to start talking about how that Ha kind of got some stuff to do with praise in Semitic languages too. We'll just stick with the Ha-E from ancient Egyptian. So let me show you what I mean. We know the Ka symbol, the 2 arms up. Forget the rest of the body and forget the head. The two arms up means spirit. But when the two arms up is on a whole man, it don't mean spirit. It means like praise, exalting, rise up, raise up, exalt. And here they say rejoice. So rejoice is a little different than praise, but it's all attached to the same thing. You feel me? So we got rejoice in my eye. So they're saying rejoice in my eye, and we see here rejoice. Or what we see is ha-e-m ma'at. Now some might say ha-e-ma'at, but they're gonna be messing that up. This is a different form of an M, and most times we see a M, even if it's the owl or this representation that fits when they need it, it's gonna translate back to in or of. So catch me slipping whenever you can. You said it was gonna translate to in or of, and that won't happen without an explanation. So now we see what they're gonna say next. Nisu Bidi. Nisu Bidi. They say the king of Upper and Lower Egypt. That's what Nisu Bidi means. And so when we just working out the front with no transliteration and with translations now. See, this ain't the part of the lesson we doing, but in order to gain some understanding, I ain't trying to make my work hard. So I'm looking at the translation to get to this part to see what they did. So we worked this out by Imra Mariamin. So we figured out the transliteration where you start reading his name right here. Ba in Ra. Here go the Mer. You see that? That's an A again, so it's a Mer. Mer-E, because we talking about a person. Or make it him as being your beloved. Murray Amen. So he's beloved of Amen. So it should say that here, but they ain't going to say what it means. They said, Ba in Ra Murray Amen. The son of Ra, you're going to see Sa-Ra next. A duck and a, damn, what happened? You're going to see a duck and a son. See? Sa-Ra. So now it's the rest of his name. So now we know it's his name. At least if you don't pick up nothing else, you can just pick up that's the king name whenever it's inside this one shape like this. You could call it what you want. It's called a shenu, a cartouche. But for you to remember, probably don't say cartouche. That's a French ridiculousness. When Napoleon and his pseudos went down to start to try to figure out what stuff was, they said this looked like a bullet shell. So they gave it the French name for a cartridge. So you want to call it a cartouche, then you're saying this is a bullet shell. So it's not a bullet shell. It's actually just a stretched out circle of life. It may be a stretched out circle of life because earlier maybe it was encircled in a different way. But we just call it a shenu. It's a shenu. So the shenu got the king name in it. So in between the king name, we get an epithet Sa-Ra. Here we see Sa-Ra, son of Ra. And then we're going to go over, we got the second part of his name. Look, I knew they repeated the Mer and Ptah, right? But they put the N way over here. So it made this name kind of harder to transliterate because it's breaking a rule right in front of you. Meaning, when I read this part of the name, I started at Ba in Ra. So if I was going to be consistent when I come over to this side of the name, I should go Hotep Hor in Ma'at. But they didn't do that, and then it's supposed to be that. They say this in still goes with the Murray Ptah. Mer in Ptah. And that's another reason why you know never to say Merneptah, because look how far the N over here. Meaning Ptah is its own thing. Ain't no nep. They attaching this N to a P somewhere, right? That ain't there. This is Ptah. So mer and pata. You see why I'll be saying that though. But anyway, let's keep going. So I said this is a pa bird. So after his name, we should see the mighty Lord. So we should basically see the mighty Lord, powerful smiter or something. But who is he smiting? Powerful smiter. And he's a powerful smiter. All right, so let's see if I just read that, how if I was at the wall somewhere in Kemet. Did I mess it up? So we got the content with, let's see if he really a powerful. Look, he was content with I said he a powerful smiter. Strong bull who smites. But I wouldn't give it strong bull who smites. He kind of like a powerful smiter. But yeah, okay, strong bull who smites. Why is he a powerful smiter? Because they put these double reed leaf on the word for smite. It made nisba out of a word for kill. It took kill to make it to a killer. You feel me? It's the It ain't the sound but it's what we know to do the words. Kill and killer. By putting the ER on the end to kill, you turn that into a person, a killer. But this is a smiter. Why? Because he got 2 reed leaves at the end of the word for smite. And I'm glad we transliterated this yesterday, and I hope we looked it up. But I ain't about to refer back to that. Well, can I really quickly? Yeah, so we have on the second register, Samag with a question mark. So I'm going to come back to that. But I do know that Samag was one of didn't we figure out the smite word yesterday? Let's just go on and do it so I can fix that right now. So now in your dictionary, 2 ways to do it to check what we're talking about. If I said Sama, I didn't say Shema. I said Sama. If I said Shema, you put a capital S here. First, you click Control and Find. Then you click this little wheel and click Whole Words and Case Sensitive. Then go lowercase s, m, maybe capital A. Right? And we're going to probe. But I'm giving you the long way. Just go with the English. Smite. S-M-I-T-E. But you can't always go with the English because you on your own research might not know what the transliteration means. So they got Hayu to beat, but this ain't the same one. We need to see the smite that's with the knife. I think Jay Mills showed it yesterday. No, he showed the glyph for what the knife was. But my inquiry was different yesterday. So let's give this a look. We're looking for the smite that got a knife. Dang, it's only, there it go. Those is cups, though. I mean, that's the bows. If I don't see no smite with a knife, what I'm going to do? Anyway, we know it's it, but I could work on that later. But I'm going to see if I can find a quick smite with a knife. I'm looking for the chat for some help. Who got that Sama word? Don't act like you got to be an old school Metal Netter champion. The more people who start participating, the better. To beat, strike, to beat, strike. So all of these these huis is the most common to beat or strike somebody. But that ain't what we're looking for. We're looking for one with a knife determinative. That ain't the right knife thing. Oh, they got a knife, but it's an illness like stroke. Sakir, let's go back. Sakir is to punch, to blow, or to beat, and it got a knife, but it's not being fair to what I'm looking for. All right, so I'm not going to do that right now because I plan to do that later. But I put a question mark for this word to let me know to come back to it. If y'all want to just kill this one real quick, it's just the knife and the hand. So I can show you now why we use Gardner sign list. Since it's just the knife and the hand,
You could go to Gardner sign list now. Go Gardner sign list. And you know it's a weapon of war. So go straight to that category. And go to weapons of war. Find that knife. I think J Mill said it was like T30 yesterday. So I'm going to go to the T categories. Here go 30. T30. So when we did this yesterday, I think either they didn't have the phonetic quality on Wiki, or we found the phonetic quality. So let's look. So here's the thing. They put Shah. They put Shah, okay? So now you go back to the dictionary and Shah up. Capital S, lowercase a, real quick, to start your inquiry. You get 19 entries, so you could go through them quick. And you see that it might not, as it starts out, cut up. So look, let's go back. Spell out, this is to cut up, to cut down. So now the text corpus is proven, I mean, not text corpus, the sign list is proven to know what they're talking about because it's spelled a different way, but it still means to cut up. And here's another derivative of it, shed. But we're going to try to find it with this knife. There we go. Now it is Shah. So I put Sama, and I wasn't that far off. But so this is what we see on the glyphs. So let me show you what's happening. As everybody show you, you don't have to always write the whole word. You don't have to spell it out, bro. So this is what let me show you slow. This part is really only this part spelled out. You feel me? So they knew you didn't always have to spell it out. So what we're scrutinizing is a case of that. When the scribe chose not to spell it out. So therefore we get these glyphs on the stele. So when we go back and look at the snip, wait, this wasn't the snip. Was it the snip? No, it wasn't the snip. It was the whole thing. Hold up. So now when we go back and look at the whole thing, we're going to see just a knife and a hand holding the thing, which represents power. Now, this right here, at first I was messing up thinking it had its own word to do. Now I realize this is all in conjunction with this. And still, even though I haven't worked this one out particularly, I see his nisbet up. So he is a smiter, and that's how we was right about that. So when we checked it, but what I need to change is Sama right here to Shah. And I'll let the question mark remain for my double check next time I'll go over it. Because I still got to work the rest of it out. So it's Shah blank E. So that means, and then it's an F behind it. I mean, he smited him. So then when you went back to the check text, it said, who smites? The strong bull who smites. Now they're talking about the 9 bows. Common enemies of Egypt. But let's see how they say the 9 bows over here. First of all, it said, remember our parsing? It says, on. This means by. So this is 2 words in this square section. On ka. It's not ankh. It's on or in, whatever. Ka. And where are we going to get that at in the English? It's actually Inkahor Baui. Inkahor Baui. So apparently to her, or in her translation, that's about to be the 9 bows. Well, let's get it, because it really say by appearing upon something, whatever Baui means.
So let's hear what she say something about by appearing upon. She say exalted by the strength of Horus. Strong bull. You see, because look, the exalted by ain't from an earlier line. This means exalted. Go back to see what she say this. See, ain't no exalted by the strength of Horus over there. So she switch up the lines. That's all you do. But where is Horus? So she getting Horus someplace over here. This is exalted by. Everybody will tell you that. What Chris said, I need to work with you, Chris, offline. Like we need to work with some stuff. But this exalted by is right here. Let's see if the exalted by is after somebody got smited, directly after some smited. No, because she mixing it up. I mean, she's translating it to make sense out of it in English. But directly after the smiting is by, exalted by. But when we come on the text, it ain't after the smiting. It's before the smiting. But just to prove it, you ain't about to see nothing about the strength of Horus. So she's getting that from this. Pei, but this is about the smiting. So this is, let me see. They got a mighty bull, all right, the mighty bull right here. And it's going to say something about a smite. So look. Strong bull who smites. Great, we got that. So where is she saying this 9 bows is here? Because we got, there go bull, Lord, the neb. The bull, they got a neb under it. That don't mean strong. It's like the Lord. But this means strong. Petty. Petty means strong in ancient Egyptian. So you petty now, but you used to be strong. So this is like petty or petty. And then we got this for smite. So you see the strong bull, she wrote it. Then the one who smites, he smites. So she says, strong bull who smites the 9 bows. So obviously after who smites should be the 9 bows. But it's not there. By what I understand. And factually, I can show you what's there. An, ka, hor, ba'ui. All right? Now, this must means the 9 bows. Because I don't be discrediting the experts. They know more than me. But it just don't say the 9 bows. So we about to investigate that. The 9 bows. Unless we just found another name for the 9 bows being... No, this means exalted by. So let me show you. Let's see what she's doing. This is Miriam Lithium, if I'm correct. So you just got to figure out what they're doing. She did say exalted by, but she put it way up here. And she said the strength of Horus. So following anything, here says exalted by Ba'u. Somebody say something else. No, 2 lines above, but then we're going to be in the beginning. So I know they said that exalted by the strength of Horus. I remember that. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like they said something about the golden horse, but that's way different place in her translation. So look, this is his name, so we can all be clear. The second time it's stated. That's the second part of his name. So let's go back to our translation. There go the first time his name is stated. By Imra Mer and Ptah. So this the first time. This the second time. Content with Horus is part of his name. See? So the last thing you see is the last thing you see is the thing with the ma'at in it. Content with ma'at. So there we got magnificent in power. And it say that. The strong bull, or it says naked, or pa ka neb. It really say pa ka neb petty. But you can just say they right with pa, ka, petty. It's like a strong bull. But they said she's saying the strong bull way down here. That's what I'm saying. And now this magnified by power, exalted in strength, it's all good. She's just putting the epithets in different order. No big deal. But what I want us to see is she going to arrive at this Kepper shoe stuff after she says something about Horus? Is she even going to say something about Kepper shoe, whose name is given to eternity forever? Man, that's crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me look at something. I'm going to just keep going. Because I know how it be working. Scholars' translations ain't going to be in order with the transliteration sometimes, bro. They make it make as much sense. But I'm already down over here where they talking about Tom Mary. So they're talking about whole other stuff now. So this translation is another one that needs to possibly be just readdressed, dude. But right now we're about to learn what she knows and we don't. So the scrutiny is going to start by, I'm about to do this so everybody can see what we worked out and then what we scrutinize it. We clearly know that's the smiting right here. And this is on, exalted by. I need to prove it. If somebody who knows Methodological can put it, say what that say, exalted by, and say IN in your dictionary, it's going to take you to a hand and an N. But since there's so many of these, damn, there's going to be too many of them. See, and they're going to keep taking us to the English. Oh, man, that's not going to work. It actually means like by, so go BY. It's going to be too many of those, too. Well, so since it's going to be very hard to demonstrate what on means, anybody in the meta-nature could tell you what on means. Like medu, jedon. On is like by. Word said by. Medu, jedon. So on is too hard to trace, but it's right here. So there we got by. And then this means exalted. That ain't that hard to trace. You can show that. So you'll go X, well, XAW, maybe. You see? So you see this right here? So you're going to get like shining, beautiful, appear. It's going to be like, it's where she's getting by that exalted stuff. Rising, we went over this. What's up, Imhotep? Oh, I thought you was talking about something else. I don't know. So what now I want to write something to see who is that ain't in there. It is in there. Baui. So Baui gonna turn out to probably be some type of way to say something about, oh, yep, see, I told you they don't be lying. So she just got scholastically creative, bro. And this is another thing to note. And we can contend this with any scholar because we figure stuff out. Look at this. Baui. Remember I said let's investigate why she put the 9 bows there? So Baui is a battlefield. Here we see Baui right here. So now we say, this literally says he is exalted upon the battlefield. You see, here go the Baui. Let me do it for everybody. I'm trying to make it best easy I could do. So I'm going to snip the Baui. We're going to come back to this. It's cool. So they go to Baui, right? But now you know the Baui is the battlefield. And we get that from not the whole thing. This ain't one word. This is parsed cool, but it's two terms, so we can mess that up. The words start right here. The conjunction is above it. Upon is above it. And this is the battlefield. Now, this is ba, u, e. So then we're going to go, and we did that in the dictionary with a capital A, remember. Capital A brings you back this symbol in transliteration, which is representative of an A sound, but they don't know which one. You know, they just like it's an A sound. So it's clear to see how she did it. She did not see the 9 bowls, just like I told you. She's saying he was exalted on the battlefield and took some type of liberties. Now let's keep going to confirm that. Let's see if Ba'ui actually indicates the 9 bowls. It's always the battlefield as we see. Double Ba, that's Ba'ui too, 2 souls. But that ain't what they're talking about. Deacon stars, nope, that ain't what they're talking about. The battlefield. So don't say who you fighting on the battlefield. She took those liberties to say the enemies of Egypt. He strictly shining in appearances on the battlefield. Let's see what the translation say now. This all mixed up. So this got to get redone, y'all. That's just facts. So, because her conflict was, let me give you a little reading. This is the conflict. We really say the bull lord, but we could take that as the shining bull. I mean, as the strong bull, like she said, because it got strong after it. So I'm going to do literal. The bull, she didn't read this word, which is neb, which means like a lord. She just said this whole square right here means bull. Okay. And this means power. So the bull power smiter, he, this F. So the bull power smiter, he, by exalting or by exalted upon the battlefield. So you got to make, that's a literal. After you do your literal, you got to make sense out of it. So that's why they move stuff around when they get to the point of translation, when they making sense out of it. I would never do what I just said either. But I would say the strong bull is a smiter. He a smiter. You ain't really got to say he, but that's that he's a smiter. The strong bull is a smiter on the battlefield, shining gloriously on the battlefield. This is what this is. By appearing upon the battlefield. Now look at this. These are 2 determinatives still for land. So it's by appearing upon the battlefield in kin. Now kin is a word that keep appearing that say that you like hardcore. But let's see what it really means. QN. Brave man. Feel me? So kin mean like you hardcore. So by appearing on the battlefield as a brave man, she didn't go there in her translation. She simply minimalized it into something and then gave him some enemies real quick that he really never addressed it. But so let's look at this final part. Whose name is given to the eternity forever is supposedly ending this. Right? This almost make it look like I'm really looking at a different text than they transliterating. But what you're going to learn is I'm actually not. This is Miriam Leachium's translation of this. So now we left with this. This word might be a lot of what she got to say, because we never figured that term, that phrase out. Whose name is given to eternity forever. Well, Keper, Shu, Kef. I never heard given to eternity forever said as Keper, Shu, Kef, but let's go down here and see what they say. Yeah, ain't nothing being given to eternity forever, man. What they was doing. Some of these people was cheating. So Keper, you gonna tell me this is given to eternity forever? This is Keper, Shu, Kef, as we worked out yesterday. So the only place we figured out what Ken was, and he did shine on the battlefield, but she just translated acting like he was fighting the 9 bowls. He didn't really say that. And then we have hen. All right. Remember we was looking up that hen? Or we got hand, henda, or deaf. We either got hen, daf, but this got to be figured out. But I know that don't say nothing about what she talking about. Because it says Keper, which is change or transformation, or the deity Keper. Then we got Shu here, it appears. Somebody worked that out. See, when we did this much, we gotta figure stuff out. And so this ain't what she's saying at that point. I'm sorry. So let me look to see where it is what she's saying. So let me identify something that you guys can clearly corroborate. That at this point they're talking about giving something to Egypt. The next line after she says something about exalted forever, is really, this word means, it's not that. Let me show you. So this is Sanaa. It ain't got nothing to do with that. But just, so I'm going to put a capital, I think it's Shana, N-A. We're going to see if we can find it with that thing looking like that. There you go. Shana. Yeah, it's to turn back. I forgot. It's to turn back. It's to repel, to turn back. Shana. You see it over here? They banning people, repelling them, turning them back. So Shana is, so now let's look and go look. She turning back those who exist upon wherever this place is right here. Turning back or repelling those who exist upon this location. Let's go see what that say. What she say. So she concluded with an epithet that ain't really where I see it should be. Now, let's see what happens. All right, see, look. All right, there you go. There you go. That's perfect. So, upon the first name, she does do that. Mern Patah, content with the bull. Lord of strength, who slays his foes, splendid in the bull. You still have to trip, though. She parsing it. Now, she parsed this her own way, and I could definitely prove it. What I mean is she taking text and just making it make sense for the reader, but you can see how this is all the way down here under this other Mern Patah name, like I said. But when we talking about recital of the victories of all the lands, you skipped over hella stuff. Because look, content with the bull, the Lord of strength, who slays his foes. There we go. So I don't know how this is going. But basically, I have to go back up to the top, like my man said, and just see these scholars be doing their thing. Look, it's not even a whole nother line. Right here, okay? His name, exalted forever and ever. Great. So it is capriccio, and we're not wrong. Therefore, we can see what this means before capriccio. I apologize I took so long to see that. Now, let's see before capriccio. Where's capriccio? Right here. Shu, who dispels the cloud that was over Egypt. I don't see Capper when we see Shu. Letting Egypt see the rays of the sun gifts. So really this is Tamari. Shu, Kef. So Capper is the change. We still gonna work this word out, but now we just chilling. Sinu is the turn back or the repel, and that's what we was looking for in the translation. So she say, dispelled. Shu repelled, Shu dispelled the cloud that was over Egypt. Nei, that is, or that are like those. Nei, those. Sin, they too. Nay, those, or they, those. And now, so where's the clouds? Sin and some clouds. Shebu. So let's look up Shebu. SHBU. Should be some clouds. You know, one of y'all who read the Methodological said something like above a long time ago. But I like to get to my understanding by figuring some stuff out. So maybe I wasn't being bullheaded. I just didn't. SB Shebu. Shebu. Here we have Shebu. Let's see. Let's go back. It's written with S, the B, and the U. All right. A fruit roll up. Nah. Let me see. Shebu. Necklace is a shebu. A food offering. Another necklace. What determinative they got with shebu? They got a papyrus roll determinative with plurality. So what is shebu? Let's see what she chose it was. To repass. I bet you it's going to be like to repass. Oh, I'm just doing something different here, and I'm going to add an hour. What's up, Matt? Yeah. It's all good. I hit you. I ain't tripping. Oh, Shu was dispelled by the cloud, letting Egypt see the rays of the sun disk. Now, notice here when they say Egypt, oh, that's where we was at. They say Tamari. Right here on my mouse. Tamari. All right. I did me some studying for the morning. I didn't make as much progress as I want, but I'll turn it on in a minute. Hold on one second. Shit. It sneezes. All right, let me see. I had a Zoom open. I'm going to share the Zoom. Now, if I'm doing this study and y'all just talking about Egypt when black and you're going to hit the Zoom, you might be tripping. But I ain't tripping. You can always say what you want to say. Get this invite code out to the people. Hopefully you click the link. You might be tripping. I sound like allergies. You know, I used to have allergies so bad I couldn't go into the studio and I wanted to bust a rap, but the verse would come out sounding way too nasally. So I would just have to be like waiting a week and shit. Should be crazy. It's been my whole life since I was a kid. Badass. They call it hay fever. I don't know if y'all know about that, but okay, hay fever. But where y'all at? I just shared the link. Feel free to click the chat. I know I was, I might have needed my second cup of coffee because I seen something I should have realized a long time ago, but I wasn't tripping off of it. I like to figure it out and know what happened. And I always get a scholar's credit because majority of the times it be you tripping. So yeah, let me play a slapper real quick while some people come into the chat. Let me see. All right. I don't know what my computer's doing, but it's doing. Oh, this over here. I want to go into mix down. All right. So hit the chat, and we about to continue right after this. Yeah, and I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Alright, it's getting kinda dirty in these YouTube streets. The Amira squad, God thinking you dudes weak. Islam or Judaism, where you learn what you dudes teach. The West African rappers slapping with that voodoo speech. All that sub-Saharan terror about a cuckoo feet. I'm like Norma, that agricultural farmer that grew you wheat for the storehouses. We feed the Hebrews and lead the people when we defeat the feeble. They wanna know polite rip me off, but Sonetta paid me my money though. That mean he 100, and I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Nubian with the Jews, I rock the pinky. I think Jesus got to save me. A doctor save me, a Dr. Inky. I cop the copper jewels on blue and red. I'm not the chakra doctor, y'all claim woke. But you in bed, you won't pop a chopper, you Grandmaster J. You just talking. Punks turn the other cheek and you will walk away. Y'all gon' have to pardon my Moorish. That's Tahaka Bay. I'm on that black African power on my darkest day. And that's my brother Ankh stomping them other punks. We brought them gators to Italy, you loving the Moors. And now I'm teaching from my shrine like brother Jabari. Scoping the savannah cause I'm on another safari. Tasha K shoulders, Frank Red. Hold on, man. It be some knowledge real quick cause cats don't like that. Because we think that alligator boots and shit come from Italy. You get the best. See, this is why y'all just niggas is puzzled. Because you don't even know how to really be fly, black man, because you're going to go get some gators. What type of gators you going to get? Somebody write it in the chat. The flyest gators in the world. Damn, bro. Do I have to give them some more? See, man, you had the wrong gators. You was Stacy'd out. You had baby Crocs on. Let me see something. Let me teach y'all some game, bro. Yeah, we're going to play that God Chiller, but people need to soak this game up real quick. You could take this to whatever walk of life you want. Maury Gators is the best gators. Some of the best gators. I ain't gonna just go out like for that for Maury. Now, these is Moorish, but y'all don't want that. Thank you. My man said Maury. Two of them said it. Boy, you need you some Maury Gators. Now, Maury Gators is made in Italy. But who brought the gators to Italy? It wasn't alligators in Italy. Come on, y'all. Y'all thought it was alligators in Italy to be able to make some gators. You got on them Stacy's. Let's see how much these Maris cost. Moorish gators. They don't like that, huh? Let's see what Mario over here doing with their prices. These are the ones I want to see how much they cost. You probably got a call for the price, family. Seriously. These be like get an appointment for the price. Well, let's see. Oh, cats doesn't know about Maury Gators because they was out here boo-boo. Them hella clean, bro. You hurting the whole world. They ain't even know you stepped through hurting them. Nah, that ain't my style. That ain't my style. Nope. Maybe. Not really. Oh, I'll rock those. Woo! Came through hurting We brought them gators to Italy. That's all I said. I wasn't tripping. Gators is African. I mean, they didn't know about them gators. But I guess they don't even give you prices like I said, bro. Because they going to wound your wig. Who had on these? You must have been a boss on the under. So comfortable with yourself. It's just so comfortable with yourself. You a boss. I don't think I'm that comfortable, but I'm this comfortable. Look. Damn clean. Oh, they hurting people feelings. These is Moorish gators. But really, we was on the knowledge. We was on the song. So now we can enjoy the lyrics more.
The other chick and you will walk away. Y'all gonna have to pardon my Moorish. That's Tahaka Bay. I'm on that black African power on my darkest day. And that's my brother Ankh stomping them other punks. We brought them gators to Italy. You loving the Moors. And now I'm teaching from my shrine like brother Jabari. Scoping the savannah cause I'm on another safari. Tasha K showed us Frank record. Young Pharaoh just losing his mind and y'all can't help him. I know one thing, you're a fool if you're still out here donating to Umar school. That shit through. And I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Look. You showing your hidden colors like Tariq Nasheed. A bunch of pseudo information I don't think I need. Probably lying on the text, ask divine as Zion Lax. Just get that microphone ready. With Metal Netta, I'm Stone Jetty. A Ujahu, a Saw Imhotep. Y'all probably timid still on them Bobby Hemmett teachings. I'm in Gozy with the DNA. Cats corny and it's killing me too. You talk that black shit, but you look Arab like Gorilla Hebrew. You need therapy, they telling me just chillin', be cool. I'm a Madjai orchard, you a sad guy talking. And I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Here you go, shout out to my man, brother Ankh. Let me show y'all something. We really don't even be tripping game because I just don't even be putting these songs out, but it be getting on some lightweight hip hop radars. So God Killer Bobby Banger brought that out. So I made him that theme song. But I told you I was addressing that rap god situation. And I just said, yeah, don't even fight that. Just go on and be. You know, when Spider-Man now, he got to fight Venom or the Spider-Man in black. That's what that was. So, but what I want to say is now the world know about God Killer, Bobby Banger. Did you want to know why? Look at this article right here, written up by something called Grown Up Rap. I never looked at it.
2016. So people do be following stuff though. That they know about that concept Bobby Banger gave them. Now look, it says casual, legend, hieroglyphics, legend, casual, spits gems over one of the biggest beats in rap. Shout out. You feel me? Let's see who else was up on that God Killer. Nobody really, because I didn't put it out. I didn't send that to my publicist. And that's the first thing I said in the song. But let's chill. I ain't tripping. I did open up the chat. Ain't nobody. Click the link. Stop playing.
Archers in the building, please believe. Oh shit.
Click the link. Stop playing.
If you ain't Sinetta, no time for that interview, dog. I put my shit out for niggas, I don't send it to blogs. Plan kill off the Buddha, not being discreet. One puff this big pops and projectiles. Between the sheets. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn. You run the turf with 10 niggas on the block. That's a punt return. Ayo, Dolomite prototype soldier with the solar light. Saber and he hold it like he hold a mic. Golden ice pendants. Sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, spoke the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight. Golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of decor, imported foreign threads, they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush and black top pottery jaws, 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rapper try to spit ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, bust the shots at the floor. Cats switch up they style when they ain't got it no more. Cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? The yes man agreeing on everything we said. I smother the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible games. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out. God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer.
Woo!
The God killer.
Shout out to Black Alchemy.
The God killer.
Now check this out. You can always bump this song whenever you want to. Just type casual God Killer in your Google or in your, and it's gonna pop up on SoundCloud. It had it for free downloads, but I think so many people downloaded it that it passed up the download limit. So I told them there go J Mill. Shout out to J Mill in the building. We're gonna get it in. Do some more glyphs. Hold up. Where you at, bro? What's up with it? Your mic ready? You gotta get your mic right. I see you, but I can't. You can hear me? Hold on. Why I can't hear you? You connected your mic? Let me look into the thing and see if your mic connected. Oh, you got a mic. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I hear you now. Yeah, you just turned up the volume?
Yeah, I just clicked it on.
What's up with it?
Chilling, man. What's good?
Shit, so what was I messing up on the Mario Patastel? You seen some of that?
Not in detail, really.
I just was doing a little bit piece of it.
You get your JSS back up and going?
Yeah, I re-downloaded it, but I haven't opened it back up yet. You got yours up?
Yeah. Let me see.
So you about to do another, so we should do our own Do this all in the JSS, huh?
Definitely. Turn
So
on the
that's my
share.
limited. It kind of some of my limitations with JSS is knowing how to parse between to go back from English to, you feel me? To go
I
from
got you.
yeah.
That's gonna change today. Turn on the share screen.
Go right there. Oh, you already did it?
Emailed it to you a long time ago.
Oh man, I forgot. Why you just didn't remind me, bro?
But you know, this is just a draft. Like I put the knife that you went over in line 2 yesterday at the end when it should have been the K.
Oh, you had put a knife too, huh? Yeah, I thought that
Mhm.
was a knife, yeah. So can you make it bigger? Man, we was on register 3. And so
Line 3.
so so you could edit it right now and change the knife to the or this is a printout of it.
No, this is it.
So go on and change the knife, you know what I'm saying? So I want to watch you use the JSS. I would just click right there, yep, and then it's gonna take me to the coding right there, right? And you changing that T30 to what?
Okay.
K what?
Okay.
Just K? Oh yeah, just K. I'm tripping. It just changed right there.
It's like V30 or 31 or something.
Yeah. And so now the stage within there, we could skip a stage since we got our copy of this, but we need to get in on the transliteration. So if we wanted this to be all in one document, how do we work the transliteration in between the lines?
So you just add a line and then change the script.
So put an exclamation point?
Yep. That as the line.
So I know
Then
how
you
to do
put,
that, then how you change the script?
plus and then L for Latin, T for transliteration.
All right, so let's fill it in. Then let's go to, we can start getting it in. Let's fill it in at the top because we got hell of that. So I could just copy and paste and you could just put it in as one line and then we could correct it. Well, hold on though. You already got it because you got the TLA. See, you put it in manual, not the TLA. You put it in manual decodage. So it really is already transliterated, right?
No, but you can maybe copy the code and
Take out all them
use it as a
symbols
basis.
because of all the extra symbols that's in it.
So you see, let me make it smaller. I just added a line for translate and for English. And now you can go in there and put the transliteration.
All right, so I'm about to copy it to you real quick. Let me see. But then we can check it too. So I don't want to be messing nothing up. But a lot of us looked at this already. But let's go. I know it's kind of right. So let me see.
But really, this is what I would suggest is I make a JSS that try to match the primary, like look just like it. And then separately,
Oh, make another one, huh?
make another one. And that's when I go through and try to parse it out.
All right, well, let's do
And
that.
after parsing it out, then I would add those lines for the transliteration and for the English.
But you already got it parsed, bro, because it's in the computer group writing kind of like, you know what I'm saying? How could you have reconstructed it without putting every transliteration for each glyph in there?
Because JSS doesn't even recognize a lot of the transliteration. You will only register the Gardner code.
Okay. So then for the other ones you had, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got it.
And so the thing I want to show you that'll help you work with these documents a lot better is P. Control P or Control Shift P is how you do a space. Where is it? Yeah, insert space, Control P or half P.
But where is your cursor right now? I mean, in between what glyphs?
I was just saying in the group manipulation is where it shows the code for it, the shortcut. So after you go and pull this up from your email, you can just go through and separate the words as you see it. Wherever you want it to be, put the cursor there and Control P. It's going to add those spaces. And now down in the code, it'll get you to where it is in the code real fast.
Control P. So do it real quick so I can see it if you don't mind.
All right, so like right here. Because we know their name's going to be separated, right? Did you see all that?
What
I made
register
it
are
this
you on? What line are you on?
All right, so right here,
Third line?
it doesn't really matter. Can you see where the B is?
I can't. Maybe I'm tripping. The B? What B? What do you mean the B?
The sedge and the B.
Oh, the Nesubiti?
Mm-hmm.
On the second register? Or the...
Is my screen not showing it?
Your screen show the top line with Rempet something, and then it showed the second line. Then I see transliteration English.
Okay.
Oh, when you share, you might have shared that one particular window and not your, you feel me, not your whole JSesh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That bring it up.
There you go. Oh yeah, now show demonstrate what you was talking about. Oh, to create that space was a Control P.
Yep.
All right.
Control Shift P for a half one, a smaller one.
That's cool. I'm more baffled at how on the register above it, right above the buy-in, right there, how we switch sizes to make smaller groups and then go back to bigger groups.
So when you do the colon to put it on top, if you stack up a whole bunch of them, it automatically shrinks down the size of each glyph to fit into the square. So I didn't manipulate anything to make the N seem so much bigger than the F or whatever.
You put a colon on top.
That if you stack up 5 or whatever, they'll get even smaller, you know?
Okay. Dude, I was trying to do that with a function.
Well, you can change the size of each glyph
with a slash.
So I just put the cursor right behind the N, and now I'm gonna add a bunch of spaces so that I could find it in the code down here at the bottom real fast.
Oh, so that's how you're saying you use Control P to identify. I see what you're saying now, because it help you it'll add those spaces and you can look down in the code real quick.
So then I think it's just the slash that'll change the size of it. Yeah, you see how I made it real small?
Mm-hmm.
At 50%.
And you did that by putting slash 20?
Yep.
20 represented what, 20%?
Well, I had put it at 50 and now I put it to 200.
Oh, so it's 200%. Just backslash. All right, that's perfect. Connected to the glyph. Okay, so you can make a glyph as big as you want. So we can start to make vignettes and stuff. You feel me? Like it be having.
There's definitely a limit. It doesn't go past like I think 200 or 300 might be the max.
Hell yeah. Corey, that beat was called T-O-N-Y by Capone and Noriega. That old beat. All right, so where we at right here? We could just look. Oh, so as we gonna pop in the transliteration or what?
Well, I wanted to suggest to you, I think what I emailed was just you know, a draft of what I could get off of the facsimile. But I would suggest you go in here and start splitting up the words, or do the parsing with this control P function.
But that's parsed to me already, bro. I can see it. You don't see it how it's parsed?
You're gonna end up.
That's one of
There's
my.
parts where it's dense,
I
and then
know, but that's what I do though. You feel me?
so
Like,
it's
go to
like,
one of those parts and I'll parse it real quick.
so you think from this neb all the way. You think that's all one word?
No, that's so really the neb hor jed is a phrase of a statement. And I would be looking at that as that neb going under maybe all upon, I mean the words that are all upon. But as we understand, I mean you can understand that too as something like that. You feel me? That sometimes even within the square of group writing, a phrase may occur, but it's still not necessarily define the rule. And since manual decodage is a computer, it does it more than a human kind of do it. So if we could, and so how do you attribute that neb that's before the whore? It's like neb whore. Either it was that seer that's before the neb that they talking about. You feel me?
But what I'm saying is when you want to go to make space to put the transliteration, you're gonna have to separate the neb
Oh
from the
no,
whore.
that ain't how I suggest we do it. Let me share a document to show you what I want to try to emulate, if you don't
Yeah,
mind. So this is what I suggest we do because this is like the most scholastic platform I've seen.
do I have to stop sharing?
Yeah, you maybe stop sharing so you can see mine, and then I'm gonna go to one of my bookmarks to St. Andrew's text corpus, and I'm saying we could do something similar to this, like this. Let me see. It ain't got to be exactly like that, but one line with the like you was doing on the other one, with one line with the glyphs and not putting the transliteration under each glyph, but putting a line of transliteration under a complete line of meta-nature. You know what I'm saying?
I do. But you see, like the end before the chenu,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably under the 3 strokes in the actual primary,
Oh yeah, and they can't. Oh wait, the N under the chenu.
right before it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, the box, that empty space probably doesn't exist.
Oh,
That
I
the way
got
it
you. I'm
got.
with that. I'm with that too. And that's something we know the difference between, because the computer just has limitations in its reproductions. You see what I'm saying? All I'm trying to point out is that I didn't mean that we needed to somehow squeeze the N transliteration right under the symbol within this line, but maybe give it its own column, like we put a question mark, and then just copy in the transliteration for it under it.
But you see how, like at the beginning of the line, they don't have the I on top of the throne and the person,
Uh-huh.
which would normally be the box.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just saying that it's spaced out a bit more, and that when you're going from the match it facsimile to working in the where you're going to put the transliteration, you're going to end up having to break those squares up.
Okay, I feel you. So you're saying this is just, we should, yeah, I do see yours is more condensed in that regard, to where the transliteration won't keep up. It'll be going off the lines of how you say.
And that's even in this source you be
Yep.
coming across where it's on a whole nother,
Yep,
the next
exactly.
page or whatever.
So to avoid that, we should make sure each glyph line up with the transliteration.
I mean, that's what I try to do. It gets real funky. You got a bunch of spaces, but
That's whacker though. But that might be a better learning tool, huh? It's much better learning tool. But your
The-
document gonna look formatted more strange.
well, when you have the English directly underneath the transliteration, that's not what the translation is going to end up looking like. Like that's most books don't even have it formatted like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Well, however, we suggest let's do it how that is. But how do we put it? How do we proceed?
Well, what I was suggesting is to take this document and create a whole new one for that next step or that.
Why ain't that raw, bro? Because I'm just do it. You feel me? I'm gonna be fumbling and bumbling. All you
So
gotta do is huh?
so I'm gonna add the lines for it to say English and transliteration for you to add that in,
Yeah, I got
and
that. I'll just copy it in the chat right here, and let's just see how it turns out at least. You know what I'm saying? And then we can look at what's not popping and what is popping. It may not turn out as bad as we anticipate. It might be lined up kind of like, you feel me?
So you want to put what you already got to add to it? Is that what you're saying?
All right, what else what's the other option?
Well, to me, I do these as all separate steps.
All right, come on, let's do it right now then. You finished the first step though, is what I'm saying. You got the whole text right there. So what's step number 2? I'm putting the first line of transliteration in the chat, and we can do as we so decide. Let me see. And we could correct it and all that stuff. Now you got 6. You got to change that to 5 real quick.
What are you talking about?
Rimpet 6.
Is that what the facsimile is?
Yeah, it happened on the 5th year. Oh well. Yeah, it happened on the 5th year, 3rd month. So when I get the document and continue, you just put me on some training wheels. But when I get it, I'm gonna take what you suggested, right? And if it don't line up, is when I'll go up to the line of Medu and put in the control P's. That'll work?
Yeah, to make them be on top. Yep.
Word up. All right, so it's kind of lined up. So you feel me? But it's going off just right there. And it ain't no way we could get it closer to the glyphs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that way. I mean latitude. Like it's that space hella big in between the transliteration and the shit. So ultimately, this gonna be work. I'm gonna be having to help credit everybody for, cause I'm not just we ain't just doing this for nothing. You feel me?
Even closer.
That's fine. I mean, how does it look to you for the formatting? Yeah, that one more click is better. That's fine. I'll try one more just because I'm on some format. Yeah, that's perfect for formatting. I mean, I think now I guess like I said, I would go in there and hit that 6, slide it over the DU, and you know with the P's. That was just one click.
Yep. A half a space.
Now can we change the 6 to a 5?
What is it on? I don't have the facsimile.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm saying is it 2 on top and then 3?
Oh, it's 3 on top and 2 on bottom. But I from my memory, I'm about to pull it up right now to look. 3 on top and 2 on bottom.
All right.
So okay, DU, I bet it's lining up. No, where's this? What's this right here? Kemet, that's the 3. So that I bet Kemet, I don't know, should I do that? You feel me? Because that I bet that Kemet was actually the I bet is the month, but it's 3 strokes under the month, which represented by that Kemet. I don't know if that's how we want to do it or if we want to put the numbers there. You see what I mean? Should we go Rimpet 5 and then I bet 3? Or put the meta words?
Put it in parentheses, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna make us have to parse the top looking hella weird. So let's just leave. Well, yeah, that's better. But take out my Kemet word then, the HMT, because it say the same thing twice. So let's just go. I bet 3, and then we could take out that DU. You see that DIU in the beginning, and put a parentheses 5 maybe. Because I mean, but just to know that I bet 3 is in the same column up top. So you might want to put space out that shimu after before the shimu. So if we continue along this path, we see the result of what we probably, you know what I'm saying? And if you think that's how we would want to present it, format it like that, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is all just getting it down. It'll get refined several times. Building the framework is a little bit more the focus at the beginning.
All right. Well, it's still off a little, but it ain't that off. Maybe scoot over the core or something. Because where that core get way off after that Shimu Su Kemet, which is like the third day of summer or the third day of in Shimu.
So the way I view it, it's easier for the glyphs to have spaces between them.
Oh yeah.
Because then when lining up the transliteration, it's a little bit would make more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with that. That's right. So I'm just watching right now. So do it how you think it should be done. You feel me? And I'm just gonna be asking questions to help the other people who. So basically, this is, in case y'all don't know, we are in J sesh. And there's a lot to learn, obviously, before you could do this. But once you learn this, you may come back to the video, and all this will be extremely useful. Because I even been working in JSS for a long time, but not as much as J Mill. And so that's why I have to refer to him about stuff like this.
Is this supposed to be a okay.
Core with that one, yeah. Now, this is what's crazy. You copied that, that's my transliteration, right? But I didn't have the power to do a H with a dot under it.
So when you switch the script, when you tell it to do transliteration, it registers all of that.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
All right, here under edit, Latin text, Italian, italic, bold, transliteration. So.
Oh, they make it more. Oh yeah, they make sure your homework is right. Now we got to do a lot more builds like this. I love this silence. You feel me? Silence and progress. Those two things go together real well.
So I think I heard you earlier say you don't want the raw.
So it's not. Yeah, it appeared to actually not be there. I messed that up. Yeah. Well, I'm going off of Miriam Leachium. She did not transliterate the ra on that Horus. It's just to indicate Horus is fly, basically. I mean, Horus is a nature. So we're at Hayi Ma'at for the people watching, which is the phrase to exalt Ma'at. But you should put an M in that because I messed that up. If you go back and say Hayi M Ma'at, that M on the top of Ma'at, you feel me? I didn't attribute it.
You don't think that's the M for as part of my?
So that would put a phonetic complement in front of that MA thing that's aiming down right there.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing really, but where is it saying? So it just say praise my eye because they translate exalted in my eye or rejoicing in my eye. So I'm thinking that she got that M from that. Well, what you think? That just
Well,
say my eye and not in my eye?
I'm okay with it either which way. This is just an example where we would separate the square to have the M be not on top of it if we're gonna identify it that way.
Or just put a hyphen maybe, M hyphen my eye, or not? Are you gonna
Well,
do
you
it
see
like?
how I took it from not being on top?
All right, well we could go look at the real primary to see if we breaking some rules, not the facsimile. You feel me?
Well, no, what I'm saying to indicate that we not using it as a phonetic complement, I would want to separate it.
That's fine. I'm gonna still cross check that just to because they might have had to do the same thing is what I'm saying. And I just want to see. I'm not saying it should change what we doing. So I'm just gonna look at it real quick on that. It's not that easy because it's just a horrible copy. But that's line 3. Oh yeah, might not be doable. That ain't gonna be doable. Never mind. So do that like that, yeah. In my eye.
Want to take the question mark out?
Keep it there, because that means we're gonna double check it before we let somebody see it for real. Triple check it.
I'm gonna put the greater than, less than to indicate that the name is in the Chinook.
Okay. So then we'll do a couple if you got time. Every time you got time, we could do. I mean, you know me, I could do hell of it, but we could try to do a couple lines every day, and I'm pretty sure more and more people will start contributing and wanting to join in. So one thing I like to tell people is, and what people don't know, do you got any of your versions of these you did by hand?
Somewhere.
Oh, so you ain't been kept up with it like that, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, I remember when you was trying to get me on that. I do have my old, because I tell everybody the way you learn it is first by drawing them your actual self. You feel me?
So you didn't send the whole first line?
Yeah, the whole first. Oh, at my eye. I'm sorry. I might not have, because it went to the second register. Let me look. So I stopped at my eye. So let's see, why I stopped at my eye. Let's see his facsimile. Why? Because yours is going further than that.
Yeah.
So maybe no, I didn't stop at my eye. I just said it was registered to, and it wasn't registered to yet. Because I know I dealt with this. We dealt with that. So I got this. Hold up, let me give it to you.
These would just be called lines, not registers.
Okay, why you say that?
Register is what they use to describe when there's multiple levels of scenes on a wall. So that they talk about like which course we're referring to.
I don't know if I want to agree with that already. All the way. Because I mean, in most, actually, I could just, yeah, that's true. Oh, well, okay, I feel what you're saying. So say that again to explain that.
I'll pull up a photo.
I was supposed to be looking for something. I forgot what I'm pulling up right now. Why you doing that? I forgot. Oh, damn. Let me see. Oh, the rest of the line after
All
Mar
right,
and
hold on.
maybe we didn't finish transliterating that, or did you got the Nisu Biddy Ba Ra Sarah Mur and Pata Hetep for my eye, and then it stops, huh?
Maybe that's the limit of the message, the chat or something.
Nah, I see where we stop. I'm like, did I stop on the show prematurely? I must have. But the rest of this part is hella easy. Like we
So
can
you
just
see,
go ahead.
you see how it's several different rows of scenes.
Oh, okay. No,
They would refer to this as register 1, 2. You know, like that's what
so
I
go
see
ahead.
register
How it's
using.
7 different rows of scenes. Going
And so
from
they would
top to
call it
bottom.
bottom up, yeah,
Bottom
bottom
up.
up.
Where's register 1?
Well, this photo, there's actually glyphs. There's a register beneath this, so this isn't the bottom register. But the bottom register, it wouldn't be 1 on this wall.
But okay, I understand the terminology, but in my brain, it is synonymous, right? Even though it's the wrong terminology, because I hear you saying the line. But what you see as each line, like I see 4 column, not columns, because that's up and down. See 3 columns basically up and down with 4 different separations. That if this was all text, we call those lines. But you're saying if it's only text, it's not a register.
Well, I use line and column to be the same thing. They're just in a different
But no, they
orientation.
got that. They got that worked out. Column and the line, like you know what I'm saying.
Well, within JSesh, you can't have a file that is doing both at the same time. So I ended up having to save them as a horizontal
Oh,
versus
I
as
hear
a
you. You talking about manual decoders more, then, right?
well, and how the scholarship refers to them, not in the lines and the columns, but in terms of registered. I ain't make the word up.
All right.
That's
Well,
where
so we know we can have multiple lines within the columns. That's what I'm saying.
no. So when I say the word line, I'm referring to horizontal text,
Okay.
and when I say column, I'm referring to vertical
Yeah.
text.
Now I'm with you on that.
And so when I say register, I'm referring to all of these scenes on this. This is like bricklaying, all on that level.
All right. So what I'm trying to illustrate is like in the pyramid text of Unis, when
Uh-huh.
it's written in columns,
Yep.
more than one sentence. Pyramid text number 3, 4, and 5 might be in one column.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? And then some scholars may say in line number 1, 2, and 3 is in column number 4. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. That makes sense.
That's all. So that was the little confusion I was saying.
Like you see this top row of text here?
Mm-hmm.
That's clearly cutting across all of these scenes. So you got different sizes, or layers upon layers, different layers of the onion.
So, but I got it. So the registers are I'm seeing mostly on the screen registers though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. And then they always have some motif at the top that repeats. They usually have something beneath the bottom register where it's a repeated theme. I forget there's a word, freeze. frizzy, I forget. And so in between those repeated designs, you're gonna find the actual registers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting, the stuff that's lower is more damaged, has sand on top of it probably.
You think?
And then when you get up to the higher part, it's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Dendera.
Dendera?
Dendera, yeah. Dendera.
Okay, yeah. What I said?
Where?
Situationally,
Dendera, the Hathor.
situationally, like below Cairo.
The sixth gnome.
All right. This is dope. I've been wanting to get back on it like this for a minute. So then basically we got to do it right now live because I stopped at Ma'at, so that ain't hard to do. We could just go ta. Now, you know what that symbol is that you put down, and so I shouldn't be confused. If we could corroborate it later.
Like, I assume that's not what it looks like. I assume that the Karoo glyph is not looking like that.
How much can you make it big enough so we just dealing with that register now that we about to be translate it? Appreciate it.
Just every time I enter, it takes me back to the beginning. So I assume the Karoo glyph is not looking like that in the primary because it stands out as awkward.
So what we got? I mean, we got ta. You got Karoo, ta, Karoo. And what the A is doing then, if that's Karoo?
That's what I'm saying. Pull up the facsimile. I want to trust it. All of this is man. I made this whole thing in like a week or just.
Oh, I feel you. I'm about to share my screen real quick. So yeah, it ain't, you got it going the wrong direction. That's just all. It appears, but it might, and I don't think it might be Karoo, but you know that's bruh. So the Great Land. You see what I'm saying? It appears. You see my screen?
No, I do. Yep.
So it appears to be, and actually that first one. Do you think that's ta? That's not ta.
That's probably the Z.
It's a causative S, yeah, saying to make great. So I think we would go S, yeah, S, and then we're gonna pull this up for people in the dictionary so they can follow us. S, will appear. It's gonna be causative, a S with a lower. Let's see. So
what about the bottom?
So what?
What do you think about underneath the A?
Let me get back to the screen. Underneath the A. Now, let's talk about it because I know it's in the determinative type position. It ain't readily identified. What is it? It ain't a backward snake. But we're going to look up the word. I mean, well, we know, so I might reveal it. Can you see the dictionary when I open it? You don't see the dictionary right now? It's still showing you the other stuff?
I could pull up dictionary.
Yeah, that's right. So you try to, I mean, I know that's I got one right now that's like arising in fear with the doorbolt in the hand, but it got the vulture A. I'm going to look back at that text real quick. We looking for the symbol. That looks like it looks like the Quran, basically. There you go, I found it, but I got the causative S, the symbol, and it's on sa, it means to enlarge, but it got a vulture bird at the end, and I want to find it all the way with the hand at the end. It's here. It's just got different formats of it. Here it go again. It's the You ain't seeing my screen still?
Nah, it's stuck on the facsimile.
Let me see how I can fix that. Hold up. So I would go with this since it's right here. You feel me? But it don't have to mean to increase. We'll do the translation later. But it's definitely a sa'a. It appears. You feel me? Oh, but we don't find it with that little determinative in it. Now, is this a messed up piece of a papyrus roll glyph?
I could accept that.
You feel me? Because it's sa'as here with that papyrus roll to be rich. But I will work on translation later. Just let's. I think we identified it. It's one of these. Look, exactly. To exalt or to exalt. Exalt is like exalting. Do you know what is it to extol? So where you at with it? You ain't sharing no more.
I was just looking through the dictionary, but I didn't see anything come up.
But I got it right here. It's S lowercase a capital A.
Oh, I need to share.
You don't see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. I went back to go change it.
Oh, you changed it. Well, we back to your screen share then. So the people can follow along. So somebody asks, is a register a block of lines?
It would be like a course of bricks.
So if the bricks are separated by the grout and the text in between that grout that's on that bricks is on the register? I know it ain't separated by grout, but I'm in the concept of what you said.
There would be another line, and then they would show they would separate the direction of the text.
Okay. I got you.
As the grout, I guess, in that analogy.
Yeah.
So what were we calling it?
Oh, what was this? This was S-A-A. S-A-A. S lowercase a, capital A. And so what I would probably like to do is do it like a quick, well, no, we can stay at this pace, but I could just open up a tablet and we could quick transliterate it and we could copy it in. But nah, this is cool. This is fun. I wish some people, if y'all learning at any level of the MetaNetter, feel free to hit the link. Don't trip if you got questions, but don't try to change the subject, bruh. We making some good progress. If you got something that's on another subject, you could just put it in the chat. Definitely nothing about no DNA, because that's going to be crazy, right?
You think this crown is part of just being with him?
So in this time period, they're using the crown as a conjunction, right? Yeah, there we go. So it's like separate, its own thing.
See, that's all as one word?
So I thought we looked up what? Sec? I thought we looked that up. I think that's sec though, so I'm about to look it up. And it's obviously looking like it's gonna be something like, what you think? Obviously with that determinative, it's about to be something like exalting. Sec, let me see if I can find it. There you go, to gather, to assemble. There, but they say high ground, the peak or the high point. So it's sec, yeah. So now we're gonna do with him, huh? So it's like a petty sec with him, basically. The first,
Can you do the thing where you show your screen on YouTube but not on the Zoom?
Well, right now, how is it? If I can show my screen on YouTube? Nope. Why you say that? Kind of. Why? Yeah, I could just unshare my
So I
screen.
can see your screen without having to press stop share.
Oh no,
and
you know what you do? You gotta go highlight my screen on your computer. So go to my window and double click it or pin it. So that well, first I gotta reshare. Hold on. Whenever I share, like right now, if you go to my window, the Jonathan Owens window, and click highlight, you won't have to go back and forth. Basically, you see what I'm saying? Your Zoom will always stay seeing what my screen show, and then your computer will be showing what you doing. You see what I mean?
I don't see the highlight.
Oh, so it's like you should get some dots when you hover over my name. And since I'm sharing the screen, maybe it's not there.
Or maybe I gotta stop first.
Oh yeah. So over my icon or whatever, like I think I got you might be. All I see is you right now. So I got it on speaker. Go to your view. It says view in the upper right hand. Yeah.
Add pin? Is that?
So if you pin me though, when I'm showing something, it's gonna stay on that and not be going back and forth. So let's test that out. Now, is it working right or whatever? You see what I'm showing now?
Nah.
All right, well, we gotta figure it out.
Are you showing the facsimile?
Yeah, I'm showing that part that we own, but on the facsimile, the by MRI. Now, is it a way that you can see your work still? And we're gonna be watching what you looking at. So if your screen is shared, basically, then we'll be able to do it. But
are you seeing my screen now? Because yours went away.
All right, well, it might not work then. Let me look and see. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. So then all I gotta do is focus on. I'm seeing you, but not your screen. So let me see. Go to the screen share options. All right. Now let's just get back. I don't know how to remedy that, but.
All right. Well, I wasn't able to see the dictionary entries you were pulling up, so that's why you have to tell me what it is.
Okay. So right now I'm just gonna go off, but let's just transliterate it. So petty, P capital HTY. You feel me? We know petty is that power word. And then we got SQ. And that's just like high ground, exalting. But you're going to have to scroll to the right with the glyphs, baby. We went petty, sec, with him. So I'm just going off my memory with the WHM. We don't need to look that up, though. We know that's the with him, though, right? That loaf, I mean, not loaf, but it is a leg of a ox. So it's with him in. You about to look up with him?
Yeah.
So you don't use Vegas, huh?
I do. What do you mean?
When you was looking through a dictionary, what dictionary were you looking through?
Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well then we could just watch you do it instead of watching me do it. I mean, I ain't trying to put more things on you, but the fact that when I was sharing stuff in the dictionary, you can't see it, then I could be patient and wait for you to see it in your dictionary and you can show the people.
But while I'm doing all this formatting stuff, you looking it up in the dictionary makes it go faster.
Oh, I'm with that, but I don't have to use the dictionary to parse this though. We could do this off the top of the head because we're not coming up with the meaning of the words right now. See what I'm saying? So as fast as you need it, we can just say what it means and then come back and come with the mean. I mean, we can translate it. Like for instance, let's get back to it. Like,
All right, what you got?
So with him in, and
But
if
see,
that is
I,
with him.
I don't hear.
All right, I feel you.
You got to say the letters.
WHM, capital HM. So I'm pulling it up, W capital HM, and we'll be able to corroborate it. And so you can pop with him, and you see the hoof is the hoof, but you're gonna pop W capital HM and what you call it, and go down a few definitions, and see the with him that sometimes serves to repeat. But they just put that hoof a different way, and kind of now if you want to say that's a different hoof, then we need to put a different word there. But normally the foreleg of an ox is a with him. You didn't see my dictionary, huh? Hey, what's up?
No.
Hold on. But I know you probably see it in yours.
Well, I got it as compress.
Oh, you can put compress. That's fine. That's the right leg.
But it only had 2 entries, which surprised me.
Well, then it's gonna really be with him because here's the thing, with him is actually the leg, right? Compress is what you cut it with, and so it kind of gets synonymous, meaning that a compress is also a knife. You feel me? But it's still the result of cutting the leg. You could get compression had a leg, but if you put the W capital HM, you're gonna see more entries with a hoof. You can tell me if that's a different forehoof or not.
Yeah, I think you got F24 and F25 crossed up. Well, hem is the foot up and down, vertical.
Well, I mean, they can turn it any way they need. You know that, right? You think they can't do that with that one?
It's a different. This is
all right. So let's go with yours.
Leg and one is the back leg.
Okay, let's go with compress. I'm with that. Ultimately, it would give the same meaning because that means power, that leg, but it is compressed because with him ain't. I mean, the one I look with him ain't bent at the knee. Basically, you feel me? It don't never appears bent at the knee. So I guess we could change the with him to compress.
And what did you come up with the bull? With the is this all one word?
Sorry about that. What you say? Yeah, that whore is just whore.
After that,
she translated that as horse. What's next? So
be separated?
Was that H really there?
With the bird, no?
No, that H right there that you in front of right now. Let me go look.
Oh, is this not on the facsimile?
Let me go look and see. Because I don't remember it in my memory. I bet it could just be right there.
Isn't that HAI?
Yeah, it's there. It's to hit HAI. It's just 2 different words. You got it. Well, it's just still close to that. That's my bad. Yeah, okay. So those 2 different words, and you know them already, right?
No, what you got for them?
Kanakit.
Okay.
Hi, like you said. Well, y'all can see the pace. Somebody said they're not confident enough to contribute. I know that feeling, but I don't want people to feel that way. One thing you could do is be ahead of us, and that's a contribution. Because some people could be on the next line already looking stuff up to know that we're going to come to that in a minute. And then you can just provide that information there. It's only a system of knowing how to use some tools. Like it ain't like no magic. Once you learn it, then you can say you read it. But right now, you just could know how to use some internet tools.
All right, so what you got for the bow? The
Yeah.
9 bows.
That the 9 balls, but Paget. So I just look up 9 in the dictionary, but you can put the number 9. But Paget 9,
P capital DT.
yeah, is a capital D. Yeah. Paget 9, Erdi, Shinu, F, N, Nehi.
You think the N is separated?
It don't make no other sense. It's his name or his name in eternity. You feel me? So let's look. Let's see. You know they don't always move the N, but it is a preposition or whatever. His name. No, they didn't. So leave it there. But it still say what it say, right? You thought that's fin? You think that's a word fin under the Shinu?
No, I was saying to move the N to not be
Nah,
under the X.
well, they didn't do that on the facsimile. So I hope the facsimile is trying to be as close to accurate as the real thing.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm.
Okay. Oh, you want to say just to put the N in another place?
To separate the square as indicating it ain't part of that word.
So we'll write this in the notes and let's do it. Yeah. So this is more like a reading or an intellectual work on it, and a person couldn't like be like it's reproduced the same way it is because we moving some certain stuff for reading convenience, and that just got to be explained at the top of the text. You know what I'm saying?
Like this?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that, but it look. I mean, why not give it one more space to the right? It's kind of hella close. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So now people can see Shinef in his name in Nehi in two capital H's. It's hella people who can help in the chat. Y'all trip and click the link. Nehi Jet. Capital D and a T. But I'm just saying them out loud for the people watching. I know you know all this already. You did the whole shit. How could you not? Don't play dumb. Ain't no way you can't. Ain't no way you can't know them because it won't go into the manual of decodage. So what is you doing right now? Seeing if I know them?
Nah, man, it's actually helpful while I'm doing all this typing stuff to hear it out.
I hear you, but I know you know everyone because you inputted them, bro. So Sajid causes one to say a causative S with the D and the other D and then a T. It causes one to say those that
do you recognize the doorbell to be Z?
So I think that's antiquated and messed up. Is a S.
Well, it started as an S, and I thought separating it as a Z was actually a newer development.
Oh, I thought it went the other direction. It went the other direction. Well, as explained by as I remember explained by Capocicci, that at first they transliterated it as a Z, and now they brought it to an S.
Okay.
He pinpointed that in some of the work Mboli was making that mistake and was using a new kingdom word where it was now an S and using the old kingdom use of it as a Z. But yes, it's been in grammar is put as it's actually the causative S. and not the causative Z. So the door bolt, the door bolt amending on words that we already know, like we already know jet, right? So they put the door bolt on top of it to cause it to jet. So if jet is to speak, then they say right here it causes one to speak, or it's gonna make them say. So honestly, when I transliterated this for myself, it made me laugh because it literally say make them say nah f. But I was on some Master P when he was like make them say nah nah nah.
The reason I ask is because if it's the causative, I would consider that to be the folded cloth, and they just put the door bolt because of the space
Well, let me see
restrictions.
something. The folded cloth. Yeah. That one that looks like a cane or something, you mean?
Yeah, the candy
Yeah,
cane.
definitely. And they definitely did put that door bolt for the spacing. I agree with that. But it's still
So,
the phonetic quality of an S.
but see, because if I thought it was truly just the door bolt, I would put it as a Z. That's why I asked.
But that'll be breaking some rules.
Well, that
All we gotta do is go look at the transliteration chart real quick. Because somebody gonna say why they mess up right there. And so let's just check what we saying real quick. I'm gonna open up and so we will see who uses it as a Z. And we'll see if it's a more recent scholars or because I'm only going off my memory too. We'll see if it's more recent scholars or the older scholars. Dang, I'm just messing all up. Hold up. Let me share the screen first. So you can see this. And let's see what they saying when they come to that. So some go look. So we do have a Z by this scholar, this scholar, and this scholar. Let's see if they're older or newer. Eden 1955 Z. Next to him we got 19 manual decodage. So I think that's why you having that thing though, because you talking to the computer, so you might could find it or do it with a Z. But in outside of manual decodage, even manual decodage is giving you the option here for an S or a Z. But that you see what I'm saying? But the scholars who gonna give it to a Z. So for instance, if we go to what we study, he gonna say S. Well, you can say Gardner. Let's see if I messed that up. Gardner say S. Now, if you go over to the other cooperative, so Germans look like this. Well, look, Armand and said S. I hope Budge don't say Z. So Budge say S. So all these five scholars say S. Manual decodage gives the option for a Z, and I think that's the thing. But it looks like more people say that we should do S for that.
and they're
Now,
the newer ones say Z.
oh, who say newer? No, it was manual decodage was new. Let's look at this dude. Who is this? Okay, Hanny. Okay, so I'm not mad. This is the newest, well qualified, and this is J.P. Allen. You feel me? So I'm not mad. What you want to do? You want to say Z? That's gonna mess it up because it's a grammar rule attached to it called the causative S. So that grammar rule can be found in all these people works, and it's not the causative Z.
No, but I'm saying that they use the door bolt instead of the folded cloth because the folded cloth is the causative.
Okay, so if they trying to represent the causative S with this other one, they're not trying to represent the Z, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. That's why which way you transliterating it would matter.
So which way you think we go in that regard? You still think of Z?
No, I was always okay with it being
Oh
S.
yeah,
I was
okay,
just
yeah. We just getting
trying to
more
indicate.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So then that's fine.
And just so you know, it doesn't. So you were saying like it's an option in the manual decoders. When you type it in, S is always going to be the folded cloth.
Oh, for
It
real?
doesn't
So then
register
why they got two
because the
things?
sound value and what the computer registers ain't necessarily the same thing.
Okay.
And the computer can only register one per. You see what I'm saying? Like there's mad different glyphs for SA and MA.
Yeah.
But the computer is only going to be able to do one of them.
But now we can't see your screen again.
Oh yeah, I stopped to see what you had.
So we good? Yeah, it's good. We back. It's tight.
So that's the last word.
So that's just a nay, F, nay, F. Cause, I mean, they, so it's like, so it says to cause to say, but it's telling. So if I look up nay in about the 19th dynasty type of grammar, it's like those and them. So again, type in cause you see that chick bird, but I think we're gonna wind up changing that chick bird to a vulture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can look at the primary C, and when you look up the word in capital A with a Y, we find out that this is a word they was using in around it pop up hella times in this text, but they're using around this time period to be like those, they, them. And so while I'm trying to recall it, I'm gonna pull it up for people while you doing that, because I'm gonna type a N, a capital A, and a Y. And we see nay, these, I said those, you feel me? So nay F is his. They got it right here. Nay F, and that's what we're looking at on the screen. So it causes, but it ain't gonna work as his unless we see the next word, until we see the next word. It might be like it causes his people to say, but something we seeing different on your screen right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So let's just put in capital A, Y, dot F. Oh, well, we got to put in, to be right, we got to do a W in there. Now, this is something that's, here's a rule that I hope you can help me with. When transliterating this, when you come to a Y and a W, in order not to mess up certain things that they were trying to say, do the W go after the Y? Never mind. Go ahead. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. But you ain't gonna put the dots?
Well, I it seemed like we wasn't. I don't know why I did it for this last one. I was leaving that off earlier and just leaving a space.
No, but the scholars gonna want. I mean, that's part of the scholarship. I think to show the roots and to show what's amended onto the root. We ain't got too far anyway. You feel me? Well, then we had to do another dot. You was right with another dot after that. Yeah, it gotta have two dots. Yeah, that's high. I'm still ready. We could go next line. So you got my Hepri. You whipping out my Hepri? Why you recording? No, don't record over. Oh, that's my Patal. I'm tripping. I seen my Hepri pop up. I know you sent that to me too, but that's when my J sesh was just hella messing up. Man, we gonna have to publish all this, bro. Like, you tripping. All you gotta do is finish them texts and be like, here they go to the world, because they ain't in hella places. All right, so let me get back to the knowledge. So what you calling this? It's not in cat. This is another naked. So that would, forget about it. This is NXT, naked, more power and strength. So now we know that they was causing them to speak on his strength, causing them to say he's strong. You feel me? Damn, I smell food. I love my. Oh, it's going down. Yeah. I smell food. It's tight. But that's causing. The first little parts that we got up there is not causing, because we already caused them to say on the line before it. And it caused them to say, speak on his might, basically. It made them speak on his might, is what they're saying. Now, if we could do silent, dope, videos like this where I'm not so flattered that it's going down like this, I'm really gonna send one of these to one of the scholars. You feel me? I'm never gonna send none of that other shit. But I'm gonna be like, this is how we get it in. Go ahead.
You put the W on the end of that because of the 3 strokes?
So not really. Because the thing is the abstract concept of, if we want to look at what they do, the reason why it's left off here because it's an abstract concept of plurality that ain't really, you feel me? It's talking about power, just multiple power. Now we could, but I don't think they do that with the naked. I never seen naked. And so now we translating it for people just for the fun. So we was at causing him to causing them to speak on his power, which was transliterated as Sajet, Naef, and then the last one we just did was naked.
All right, so where you want to parse these out?
So next is M Taui. So you want to start parsing it? You can space them already, but next is M Taui Nab. M Taui Nab, and then and you know the squares work. You don't want the squares to work, huh?
I don't assume it.
Yeah, but I'm fuck with your partner, bro. It ain't gonna let you down, but probably like only like 80. I mean, 10% of the time. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be right a lot of the time, but not every time. So even in this next one we're in, we got M. So that let us know to use the function of the M over my I the proper way. It says M Taui or M Tawe Neb.
Hold up, let me change these batteries.
Mm-hmm. Actually, we could put Intawe Nabu if we want, but again, I don't remember. Well, you could tell me. I just know it's Intaui Nab. So I'm just gonna read it while you're doing that. Intaui Nab.
I'm gonna take 2 or 3 minutes, so you can go ahead and type it up, and I could put it
Okay,
in
yeah,
there.
that's what's up. That's what I'm about. All right, so that's perfect. Let me see. I'm just gonna skip down here and go M Highway Neb. I'm just gonna put Nebu to be accurate. Erdi Ot. Erdiot. Erdiot. Erdiot is one word. Erdiot Ma. So people can see where I'm at. I'm gonna go. I'm on this line, y'all, and I'm right here. So Erdiot. We're gonna look that up though, but Ma. M. Uri. M. Uri. But that's not really an M, that's Ma Uri. That's another Ma. Ma. Ta. Ta. See that? What's Tati? Tati is a vizier, but this ain't what they saying. Ta. Neb. All right. Now I need some help right there, so I'm gonna wait till you get back. I know that is though. Ra. I did it before. Ra. But I might mess it up. So I can look that up while you're right here. This is a Ra with a D after it. So I'm about to look up rad, a Ra with a D after it. R-A-D. Is that a word? It ain't a word. So that ain't a Ra. I gotta remember what that is. I can look it up by the time we get back. So look. In order to see what that is, I'm simply about to go to the sign list. I'd rather skip it because I know J Mill know that already.
All right, I'm back. What do I know?
All right, so you know this one that I got stuck on. But until we get there, I'll just get you what I got so far. And I'm about to copy it. Oh, did I just erase it? Control. How do you undo? Well, I'll do this. Hold up. Go back one step. Oh, I had erased it. Copy. All right, look. I made a little progress, but we're going to have to fix it real quick. So I'm starting at M Taui. That's where you was at.
Yep.
So you can just copy that into there, and then we can space it over and fix it. So that square that popped up is supposed to be an M. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's because the computer, the transliteration doesn't register a capital M.
Oh, okay, that's interesting because it ain't one in the glyphs, huh? All right, so yeah, that's fine.
Well, not that there ain't one in the glyphs, because there's a glyph that the code registers for capital R, and it ain't like there's a capital R letter, or you know what I'm saying? So at some point they was just trying to use the keyboard for all they could.
Yeah, for all the symbols they could. Yeah, I hear you. Well, why they leave out? Oh, the M just registered this square type thing. I get you. So that's M Taui, and so the Nebu. Yep, that's all that. Yep. So should we put the W on the Nebu? It should be some consistency, because I know they don't leave it on Naked, but they do sometimes have it on the Neb. Oh, so let's just leave it like that, I guess, huh? Now that now this is where I'm messing up. I'm asking you, do you see the I know that's the conjunction. Then erdi means to give. They got the handout for giving, so they put a T on it. So really, I should take the A out of my transliteration, I think. That's what's messing it up. Because we all know erdi, the A on that transliteration of the R, D, I, A, yeah, that should be a dot, a period. Because the word is feminine, yeah. Okay, then now look at what I had to deal with. It say mama.
But you want the R on top separated, right?
To be consistent with what you've been doing, we might as well separate it. So our format, they can understand the formatting.
All right, go ahead.
So this is where this ain't where I ultimately needed help, but just deal with that. Look, you see that first ma right there, right? With the that M and that A, yeah. But then if you look at the small symbol that you have on top of the eyebrow, that's also a ma.
Yes.
So then it should be transliterated ma. Or just one ma. You feel what I'm saying?
I think the I is the determinative for C.
Okay.
And that the glyph above it, the MAI is, or MA is for phonetic.
So it's just one ma then. So just put one ma. I understand that totally. It make perfect sense. So just put one ma. That would mean, you know what I'm saying? Because the other ma, where it don't say ma. They don't want you to say that out loud. So I'm taking the second ma as part of the determinative 2 with the I. I might be just putting too much on it. But it's talking about seeing the land, right? Or seeing the Lord of the land. So this is where I needed help. That's why I stopped. Because we got that about seeing the Lord of the land. So he gave sight to, he didn't give sight to the land. He allowed them to see the Lord of the land, basically. Oh, yeah, because they was even talking about it caused them to see the strength. It caused the people in Tasseti to see his strength. It caused everybody in Tasseti to see his strength. But no, if the nab is at the end, it's not everybody, huh?
So a little bit something like that.
I don't like taking nothing up out of the box but the conjunctions, though. When you take that nab out the box, that's just really crazy.
What do you mean though? It's a different word.
So, but we wasn't doing it by different word. We was only removing the conjunctions and giving them their own slot. You see what I mean?
Where else did we keep the words together?
It was a R. That was a conjunction. We removed the N.
Oh, you mean just adding a space here?
Yeah, no. I think you should put it back up under there like it was on the facsimile. Yeah, because the ones that we was doing that with was the conjunctions. If you think we should do that too for each word, I'm with that. So every time it's a different word, you saying we giving it its own space. I thought systematically we was just doing that so far with some of the conjunctions.
Well, because you need a location for the transliteration in the English for each of them.
Okay. So I feel.
And now I can understand if it's a whole phrase that the transliteration and then the English could be a whole phrase beneath it, but for not simplicity, but for the details, I like to separate it.
Okay, so let's do it. Yeah, for learning instruction, cool. Well, I thought a following nab was the Lord and the preceding. Well, let's see. A following Lord might be all, but I'm just right now fatigued in my memory. Anybody can straighten that out. We're not translating right now anyway. So that's the one I had the problems with right here. So what's
this is like to end or complete or
what do you have down there on the transliteration line?
Say it again.
What is it on the transliteration line at the bottom?
At the bottom?
Oh, well, what is it? You say the end or complete, but I don't know how to transliterate it, babe, basically.
Oh, it's D.
DMD?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I remember that. Something close to that. Let me look it up.
Yep, you got it. That's 23.
Okay, let me see. What does it mean now? DMD. What did you say it meant? I forgot, my bad. What'd you say?
I'm seeing it as a symbol, but I thought it was collect.
Oh, it's DM capital D. Assemble, bring together, associate with, join, which could be a part of collect because it say accumulate, compile, to spell. Okay, DMD, that's right. I remember that now. So the rest is hella easy then. Because it's DMD, RD, they just keep saying he giving people vision to see stuff. He allowed them to see beauty. Well, he just saying he the create. I mean, I gave beautiful creations. You could say that too. So,
you're just gonna register. You're gonna recognize this R as a separated from the RDI.
Yes, all the time. Because DMD, assemble to give. I don't see phonetic complements working like that. It's the other way. I see that as being a conjunction. Somebody can straighten that out though.
Phonetic complement can be, most often aren't, but you know that.
Go in your memory and think of when they complement the first consonant. They normally, on what words do they complement the first consonant?
Tem.
They put what in the front?
They put the T on top of the little sled.
And then what they put second? Tim?
Nothing. I mean, they might put the M.
I'm not saying the second phonetic complement. They put a T and they put the glyph for Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What you're saying, it's most often afterwards, but it can be in the front.
Yeah. Well, grammatically, it occurs to form a pattern because it's look. first thing, or go to the preceding, or I mean the one that was before it. It say strength. So it causes them to see his strength in Ta'ui. It causes all into Ta'ui, or either the Lord of both lands, either the two. And then it's like to give. So R means two, right? No, you was there, but you just scrolled off of it to the left. Never mind. It was at the beginning of that register. That's the one. So it's following the same. Look, we got to give on the first RD, the first one, yeah. To give sight to the land. You didn't see that part? No, I'm not on that register. So, I'm sorry, not on that line. So look, right there, that first after naked, that was a continuation when they had the causative S talking about it caused them to say he's strong. Now, where did it cause them to say he's strong? We have a preposition M or something, a conjunction M ta'ui. Now, let's keep going, ta'ui neb. So then it says to give. You see what I mean? You just passed it off the screen, but the initial first to give is right there on the second line, R, erdi. To give sight, R, erdi, ma, So that's making perfect sense. To give sight, who he giving sight to? Ta, with a feminine ta, to the land. And then it say the Lord, and then it say assemble to give again. You feel me? And what is he assembled to give the next time? Beautiful creations, it appears. Or it says, et true, where the mouse is, and then nefer. So et true is to create multiple creations, and nefer is beauty. So the grammar working, so I think we right with parsing it like that.
So what are you calling this with the I?
So I got IR with a T and then a W. So I said I said et true because they put the T, but the root.
So,
go ahead.
From the facsimile, I got this to be D6 as opposed to D4.
D6 being different from D4, how?
The eyebrow or the eyelashes or whatever that thing on top.
But if it got a circle, if it got a pupil, it's still an eye, though. It's not Ka'u. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at what you got under the word ma. It's a determinative for it to see the exact same glyph. So then we should read it still as an I, right? You got it right there under ma.
Do you see this D6?
So that's part.
They're all eyes.
All right.
But they're different.
So you saying that's not the eye of creation when it got a brow on it?
I'm gonna show you real quick. So this is the IR you talking about.
That's the
D4.
eye of creation. Okay, and it's the eye with the ma.
And D6 has a different transliteration value.
All right. So let's see what this eye mean.
Well, I'm not telling you that I registered that this is the right glyph, but there is a distinction between them two. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm up on that. But I did think the one with the brow was still Pater. I know it most as PTR, but I don't know DGI. I'm about to look it up. Let me see.
And for this tie, I don't know if it's supposed to have the .t. Could it be showing up like that?
All right. Well, so we're gonna call ta tot, and not show that it's a suffix at the end of the word ta for land. I think we should be consistent with that. Most of the times they don't switch. So here's funny because when I looked up the word dig is another variation of the eyelash, with the one with the eyelash, but it don't got the complete eyelash.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe some of them, and then it got them went out to that hole. So maybe some of them interchange, but I still don't get that from there. It's because you want to know why? Let me show you why. In the previous word, they let us know what it already is, so we ain't really even got a trip. You got to go into the mind of the scribe. So go to the previous word, ma, right before that, tati. You see the determinative?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that person who doing the writing got that eye attached to vision and sight. Because he spelt out the word, then put the I. Now, that's not saying that he ain't using it in this other instance to say something else, but it just seemed more inconsistent. To where it's an I to him, to me, that is the creator. But I could be wrong. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
what's the other word? Go ahead. What
No,
you think?
I'm still dealing with the time. Maybe it's not a T. It might be the that little diagonal sliver of land or
Come in.
whatever. It might be N21. You look at the facsimile, which I don't work off of facsimile no more. This is hard.
That primary is just so bad to get to. You know what I'm saying? What y'all cooking? I smell something. I ain't getting none. Oh, let me see. I don't see nothing yet. Oh, hold on. All right. Just give me a second. All right, 1 second, Jamie. All right, so what you say now? Oh, where we at now? So what you got for that word then under your translation? Oh, you said for me to look at the facsimile to see if that, okay. Under what word is that again?
The tie.
So you can't see my screen? Nope, I ain't sharing it. Let me look back at yours real quick. Oh no, you ain't sharing it. All right, here I go. Look, so you can show me where it's at. I'm on that line right because this is the Neb Taui stuff. Then there's the first Erdiat.
Yeah, it's right there. It's the horizontal one. That's not a T.
Oh yeah, that's not it. That's a mistake. I'm glad we noticed that. But now, let's to be clear, it still says to cause them to see the land, the Lord of the land, or whatever, all of the land. I'll work that out. It's an easy rule. When the nab is after it, it means one thing. When the nab is in front, it means another. But it's eluding me right now. So yeah, that is that other glyph. Dude, this says cause to make. So I'm gonna go look at the translation to see what she did. Because I apparently think that means cause to make like that. Let me see. I mean, I'm going to look up this I that we were scrutinizing. I'm not looking it up in a dictionary. I'm going to look at the other scholars' interpretation of that line. And she said all the lands together, not the Lord of the land. Let the glory of his deeds be seen. When I said let him know, the whole land know how strong he is, it's the same thing. King of upper Lord, all right. I'm just looking at other stuff that we went over earlier. So let me see something. Causing them to say that he's strong forever or something. Oh boy. All right, I'm doing too much right now. Let me see. All right. You're welcome. All right, let me see. Where we back to? My bad. You know where we at, bro? I'm getting lost with it. I know where we at, and that word is a creator, bro. Want me to pull it up for you?
It's all good.
I
So
think
you want me to put IR dot?
Nah, I think we should confirm it. I'm just going off my stuff. I'm about to pull it up. IR. Let me see. Let's see if they ever venture out to use the other I. Because you did point out a difference in it. Anybody in the chat gave another word for that? Nope. So I don't know what you want to do. I ain't gonna mess it up. I hear what you pointed out. So what you want to do? See? Okay, but look. You ain't seeing my screen. Well, PTR is to see. And it uses that one you got.
So PTR dot W.
But is it saying to see right there? Let me go look. Nah, man. TU. It's a TU at the end. Well, I thought that. All right, so let's see what she's saying, man. I want to look at the sky. Causes the whole land to see that, and then she said, let me see. Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna let's put a blank for a minute just to come back to it to keep some progress going. Even though we know we got the two options, I just don't want to conclude nothing and then forget and have that be wrong later. I'm about to get ready to give me some bits, man. I'm gonna come back and do some more later though. But let's get this down. What you think about that? What do you suggest we do? Put a blank, go with the DGI when you put with a T and a W. I never seen DGI TU.
You said DGI.
Yeah, that ain't it. But DGI is one of the ones that they said when you looked it up was a phonetic quality for it. It'll be like Peteru watch. No. That ain't gonna be it. So when I type DGI in this dictionary, it'll pop back up with an eyeball. There you go. So DGI is another way to say C. So, but we ain't translating right now, but even still, it's still right along the lines of what we was talking about. But this one is killing me right now. So either we could, you know what I'm saying? It's draining me. Like we stuck on it. So what you say? We do real quick.
I put something down with a question mark and keep it moving.
Yeah, that's what's up. Let me see where you at. So I can't see your screen no more.
Oh no?
You know.
How about now?
It's coming. It's just lagging. It says your screen has started sharing, but it ain't shared yet. Man, it's some. If when DoorDash came to my little city, it changed the whole chill. Even though the city's so small, I could be doing it anywhere, but it changed the whole chill.
Pause with a capital A, right?
Capital A, yeah.
You got the knife with the
Why we ain't seen your screen yet, though?
it still ain't come up.
You might have to stop and reshare it, yeah. I hope Wiki ain't hating. I mean, I hope Zoom ain't hating. All right,
No?
yeah, they doing something crazy. I don't know what this is, but all we see is J Mills' screen is sharing, but it ain't never showing us nothing.
Well, you pull up the facsimile. We can still.
All right, but we was. Oh yeah, I can just pull up the facsimile and share it myself, and you can still. So I gotta share that. They hating though. The computer entity is hating. Trying to make me think I'm gonna fall off, but I ain't. So where we at? You can see my screen now. So we're gonna go.
Yep.
Let's put.
Nah, you can go scroll over till after the his name,
You did all that already?
because it's the same stuff from.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So we did this. I did this yesterday, so I'm gonna copy it to you. I mean, I can
Yep.
just say it right now. I can copy it this quicker. Hold up. I think I did. We did more together on this line yesterday. Line 2. So this should be from the start. So this starts at Naked M Taui. So you needed to start from after one of the ba rods, huh?
Yeah, start at Pa.
Because we did all that already. Her RDD, Etru, Nefair. All right. After Hetep Horma, Paneb Patisa. Do it look like it say that? I think that's it. Paneb, Petisa, something. All right, so I'm going to try that from there. Let's see if that works. See if but if I can't see your screen, no, we got to get that fixed. That was having it cracking. Let's keep trying. It'll share eventually. I don't know what's going on, but I just put it in the chat, and I want to see where you line it up with. So, because I'll be messing up.
You have the knife separated from the lion head, right?
Yeah, 2 different words. The 2 lion heads is petty, and let me show people where we at. Here are the 2 lion heads, y'all. So here's the thing. Under that bull, don't you see a neb under it?
Yep.
She didn't transliterate that lithium. She just said the mighty bull. But that ain't saying the mighty bull, right? It's like that bull is some type of a lord, but I don't know how to deal with that. Normally the mighty bull. She's saying it because of Pehi means strength. But what about that neb that's under the bull? How do we address it? Transliterate it, right?
I just assumed it was Neb when then
Exactly. She left that out. She don't say nothing about that. And so I guess we just say Pa, Kaneb, Petty, Sama, capital S A. So I guess it was Shah when I looked it up. But it's now I don't know what that downwards looking Karu thing is. What did you say it was?
I had Karu.
All right. Well, here's the thing. How that work? Because in the nisbation right here, I mean, when I'm talking about them taking this word that mean to smite, and they put 2 double reed leaves on the end to make him be a smiter. So I think that might just, honestly, I might be tripping, dude. But that ain't just like a mace or something, how they be doing that sometimes? Nope, it ain't.
So you have that as the determinative, though, right? With nothing
But
behind
now I
it?
got reed leaves behind it, so that's the issue.
No, but I meant behind the man.
Behind the man?
The
Huh?
man is the determinative.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
parsing.
Yeah, that's how I got it. And then the double reed leaves we have as it stands to show it changing kill to a killer. See what I mean? So they basically saying he ain't it don't say smite. Most is gonna translate a smiter. Because they put the double reed leaves. And then it got an F. So he's a smiter. See what I'm saying? But all I don't got worked out is what that downward karoo is. That spoon, for people who don't know what we're talking about. This right here. But that ain't gonna cause us to mess nothing up because I looked it up and it just said S, capital S and an A. Now we see the double reed leaf, so we should put capital S, A, and a Y for this. I looked that up
A,
on it. Huh?
say it again. Capital M what?
Capital S, and then an A, and then a Y. Even if this could be spelled a different way, and we'll figure that out, the fact is that that says that same word with all the determinatives and everything. It's to smite, to be a smiter. So it would be a capital S-A and then a Y.
Where'd you get the F from?
You don't see that F under the determinative for dude with the thing in his head?
Nah, I probably missed it when I made the JSF.
Okay, so let's go back to right after by Enra, just to be knowing we right. It says, his name, and then it says a paw bird, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the ka bull, then a neb, then we got 2 lion's heads with the arm for petty.
Yeah.
Now the next word starts with a knife, which is the capital S-A word, and then it got a little downward karoo. It got the power hand, a downward karoo, and 2 reed leaves. That's still all one word. Its determinative has do with the hand in his head. Then look at the bottom. You don't got an F
You said
under
it's
that?
all one word starting with the knife?
So the knife to the double reed leaves is all one word.
Not to the man?
Well, yeah, that's that word's determinative.
Okay, cool. Got it.
But the man here, what I'm looking at, has a 3 dots under him for plurality, and then the horny viper. So how did you do that?
I completely skipped that. The thing I have after the man is the hand and then the 2 ends.
Yeah, that's cool. So just working some 3 dots. They had to use dots instead of strokes because he put, if you can see my screen, I'm going to share it just so you can get a
I
dose
tried
of
to
it.
share it, didn't go through though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with the share right now. But if you can see my screen, you see what I'm talking about, basically. Right here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, and it's not 2 ends afterwards either. That's that or
Right after,
that
you
on the
mean?
mouth?
That ain't a mouth at the bottom.
What is that?
It looked like I got the eyebrow on without the pupil that we was just scrutinizing. That's the Ka. He's shining in his appearances like that. You feel me? The glorious rise or the Hellenical rise also. XAW.
Oh, XA? Okay.
Yeah. So here he appears glorious on the battlefield. So we got basically on, if you transliterate this then, A-N, X, is it an uppercase X or lowercase X? We can figure it out. But it's X, is that XA or XAW? They both work. Okay, they both work. XA, and then Hor, Ba, Uwi. Ba, Uwi is a battlefield.
I've just changed it to XA. So it's only one N.
You got one N, so it's on, the word on that means by, you feel me?
So there's no IN in the transliteration you sent over, right?
Oh, for real? Not after, all right, so let's, you could just add it because it should be there.
Where? Where's the
Before the
IN?
shine, no, I said you could just add it because it should, the IN is right here. So in the transliteration scheme, this A is an I for me. You know that scheme. You feel me?
Nah.
Well, I messed it up.
That's an A. It stays an A.
Yeah, that's an A. But when you transliterate it, that got this other little diphthongy thing that you can't make. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the like a comma.
Yeah. So in order to pull that up, what do I use to pull that up in manual decodage? What do you use?
Just A,
Okay.
lowercase a.
Okay. So on instead of in. You could change it on the transliteration if I left it out. But it is that and then it's the ka word we was talking about.
Oh, so you don't have the XA is not the determinative?
No, that ain't no determinative. That's say by appearing upon the battlefield.
All
See,
right, I
you
got
see what
you.
I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm gonna separate it out of the square. You see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's consistent with what we've been doing.
All right. So from the knife to the F is capital SAY, and
So
then no
from the knife to the F is the capital SAY, yes.
dot F,
Dot F. Yeah.
and then AN, and then separate from that XA. And I'm gonna take off the W you put.
Okay. It popped up in the dictionary with a W, but I feel you. There ain't no need to be there. I'm gonna start some YouTube fights tonight, y'all. Don't worry. Right now, we just getting our knowledge up, man. You gotta do both. You don't really gotta do both. You really only gotta get your knowledge up.
All right, I'm back to separating Baui. All right.
Ba'u E.
Oh, so hold on. I got yeah, after the
That's because you
can
probably messed
you
that up,
scroll?
huh?
All right, so yeah, you see at the top
Because them determinatives for Ba'ui, the battlefield.
the N21.
Well, above that, the next square, you got the top two glyphs is land glyphs.
All right.
You feel me? The same one you had mistake earlier for a T
Yep.
is yeah.
All right, separate that. And then the N is its own.
Yep. So that's basically in kin. And when we looked up kin, it was like being brave. So he was brave. So it's basically like by appearing upon the battlefield in bravery. Now this word beat me all the way up. It looked like it say Honda hands or just something stupid. I can't figure it out, and I tried even by myself this morning offline, and I still couldn't figure it out. It don't make no sense. The hen word after we get you feel me? We could transliterate it, and in my shit it's probably in all red saying something like Honda. You see?
Not really. I was
Oh,
still
okay.
separating other stuff.
Okay.
Um, so you have the X and the strong hand as the determinatives for KN, right?
So the X and the strong hand exactly are determinatives for the strong hand, the kin, which means bravery. Oh, I think I just figured. No, that's not an A, man. Oh, I still ain't figured it out. So how we address that next one? Oh, you ain't there yet? Where you at right now? So I won't keep jumping the gun.
Um, basically, I've just spaced it out, and you already had it for all the rest of it.
But you know what though? But that part I got in red is critical.
The red didn't transfer over,
Okay, cool.
but
Well,
the capital H and D,
yeah,
capital
first of
AF.
all, it ain't no words like that. We know that ain't one word how I got it. Now, when I look through my limited knowledge, to start at the top, can you see my screen?
To start, move your mouse.
Oh, you don't see this?
Oh yeah, I got you.
So right here, what you did, that H, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you got hen and then a D in your own script?
Oh wait, hold on. Where? So yeah, I got the H and D A, the
That's
lowercase
what I'm
a.
saying. That's already doing too much. And then they got an F under it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to parse it as, is hen a word? That's something? Because there's no word with an H, an N, and a D in no dictionaries.
I don't know.
So it will be hen.f. So this is where I'm stuck on that, but we could do it. Let me
I,
see.
I
Go
would
ahead.
guess when I run into these problems, I assume there's some type of abbreviation going on that I'm not already hip to. You know what I mean?
Possibly. So first I'm going with the hen, trying to see if I can find a hen written that way that means something. Then that would mean the next the next word would be able to be found in the dictionary. Because I searched the long ones and they don't pop up. I'm tired of searching them. So I gotta figure that out. Ain't no HND as you'll see over and over again. Which H is that? Lowercase?
Yep.
HN. Alright. Alright, so here go a hen. It's called the per hen and it's a sexuary. Now let me look. Here's another hen that means to charge down. A HN. Right? But it ain't nothing that you can put after a hen like a D that make no word. So it might be hen. And now hen means to bow down too. Hen sot means it's a pavement line. But hen right here just means to bow down. And then one of them hands is a determinative. Is it a hen? Is it a hand after that? Yep. Okay, hold on. Hen mean bow down. Hen is a box. Hen is to shout. See, when they don't give you determinatives, you got more homework to do. The most one coming close to us, it has that H, it has the N, and it has the hand.
Are you sharing the dictionary?
Did I share the wrong screen?
It's just still showing the facsimile.
All right, my bad. Let me see. Sometimes I share the wrong screen. You see what I mean? You see it?
I could easily see it being the wrong hand, or the forearm. Yeah.
You think this fit in there? But there's something before the forearm in this other word that looks like a D. Maybe it was this and the scholar messed it up. You see what I'm saying?
Let me try to share my screen and see if this will work.
Oh man. I guess it wasn't no food for me. Now I gotta go get some bits. People cook for themselves. I taught my daughters about that. You don't do that. You have somebody smelling your bits and you didn't make them nothing.
No, it's not coming up.
It's still on some delay. They hating on this powerful work.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I'm scheduling the biggest fight tonight. I think it's gonna be Babylon Dawn versus James. They say my package was delivered. What is it? Oh, my package was delivered. Since 4 of June 8th. Damn, I'll be paying hella bills.
Did that come up?
Oh, yeah, it's up there now.
All right.
So we made good progress because we didn't have no transliteration in there this morning. You feel me? Now that Honda F gotta go. So that F you separated ain't like the text because this is more of a confusing line. And we want to point out, I guess we need to either be consistent. But when referring back, so you can keep it how it is. But when referring back to the text, it's more anomalous because you got 5 glyphs on top of each other. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that don't occur that much, but I like the way you parsed it to give us some greater understanding. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I found the H, the N, and the bottom hand to be a word. But if you use HN with the top hand, it won't occur in this dictionary or in the TLA. So I'm thinking, and then if you go look at how he transliterate, how he wrote that hand, what if it's not a hand right there or something? Because other than that, there ain't no words. What is da? Hinda? Da is different. To copulate. This ain't talking about none of that. To shake, to tremble. He calls them to shake. Hinda. Let me look and see. She's saying when his attack is made. All right. So she say when his. So look, we worked this out. That's when his attack is made. So now that we got the English for it. All right. Because she said it say shining in splendor or whatever on the battlefield, which we got right there. In bravery, you see the bravery is the kin word. Now if I go back to her translation and find what she talking about, splendid on the field of valor. Her word is valor is bravery. Now after that she has when his attack is made. We see the his is the F, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now this is a word for attack and making it. So
make would be Kepper, right?
Well, she yeah. So okay, Kepper, transform, and then she start. You right. So that's his attack. But because in her next translation she start with shoe. She don't start with Kepper. So Kepper is to make your attack when his attack is made. So that is his attack. The hen. Now let's see how hen dot is an attack. So I'm gonna share my screen again, and instead of doing that, I'm gonna go backwards to make it easier. I'm gonna go straight from the word attack. And they got 55 different attacks, so that shouldn't be hard. The first one is a pay word. Let me make this smaller. I'm just gonna zoom.
HD.
You found it?
HD attack onslaught.
But that's not HN. We got hen, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, there it go, hen. You see my screen? Hen is an attack. It says hen, go, on board, go speedy, rush, hurry, and attack. Hen is also a retreat to go back, but what they did was wrote it with a different H because he couldn't use the squiggly H, bruh. You feel me? So let me make this bigger. It appears he couldn't use this H. We know he can't. We looking at the space. So he wrote hen and then da, F. So we got to make some sense out of da, F. Well, she said attack and hen is an attack. I'm gonna rock with that for a minute. But if we keep looking, we're going to see some more stuff. So at least we know the H and the M is right. And so it's two different, it's basically a phrase. So is that a D for the da, you think?
It looks like the hand, yeah.
Well, we got to find something. Da. Oh, did I ever try deaf? D-A-F?
WDI.
WDI? What's that? Huh? This? Beat time? I don't get it.
Scroll.
Slaughter offering? Hold on. It's going to look like that?
Lay hands upon.
You seen that? You didn't see that. You seen lay hands on? Oh, I'm going to start learning that. Where is it to place, to throw, to shoot?
So I just searched the manual, the code D46 space dash space D36.
But I don't get how you get, what glyphs is you get? A da?
The hand and the A. The hand and the forearm.
Oh, you getting the hand and the forearm of power though, right?
No.
Dang.
Search D46.
Oh, I thought you said put a W in front. I thought you said WD.
Well, for the transliteration was WDI, yes.
All right.
Oh, but D46 to get the hand.
All right. I'm with you. I'm rocking with whatever you said, but you trying to say that it got something to mean with putting hands on somebody?
Now space, dash, space.
Dash, space.
You got to go into the box. Okay, yeah. And then D36.
D36. So this is it. Let me see. Better.
Go scroll.
All right. Which one is supposed to say so I can just go fast? It's going to say something like put hands on?
Put, and then lay hands upon.
I can't wait to text that. I mean, put that in the chat. Oh, to lay hands upon. Oh, don't get them hands. Let me see. I'm going to whip this out if I ever debate any meta person. This needs to be the first slide on the screen. You'd be like, okay, so today we're going to learn the meta. Put hands upon. So the D and the A is hands on you. Now it's an F after that? Okay. So he attacked and put hands. So how you parsing it then?
Separating the HN from the DA.
Now they put an F after that, bro. So he really attacked him. No, he didn't attack and put hands. He put hands on him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Attack and put hands on him. When he made his attack, that's what they say. So you went hen dot period f keper. Huh?
Yep.
Word up. So this the next line to Miriam Leachium. The next sentence. The shoe kef is the next line. I'm willing to let that be that for the day, and then I want to come back in on that because I'm getting hungry, getting ready to eat.
Yep.
What's up with you?
About the same.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be studying again. I might not just be what you call it. Oh, somebody said Logic and Asar might have to debate tonight. I'm gonna get it popping later on. But thanks for coming in and making it. This the type of show I'll be wanting to do, bro. Like I like the stuff, but I think that's one of the leading contributions, even on the Murray Patastel. Even though we haven't gone in on the translations and stuff, people know that type of stuff is hard to find. So thanks for contributing. I appreciate it.
I'll show you how it.
So what?
So I saved this as a new file to not mess up the other ones or whatever. So you want me to just email this to you?
Well, yeah, but then I mean, honestly, bro, I'm not that good at manual decodings. That's why the shit you be sending me be sitting there for hella long. But yeah, mail it to me for sure.
So, any interest in the hyperstyle hall?
Yep.
Because you know I don't care about this Israel thing.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to produce some work on that shit. So we could go back and forth different days. You feel me? Like, let's do the hyperstar hall tomorrow. Start on that shit. Then go back to Mary Patah. And, you know, I want to just do one line on my show a day. Instead of, you know, we could do some shows that's dedicated to it. So explain what's in the hyperstyle hall.
Well, this is the north wall.
Well, no, it's great. It's doing that shit again. It ain't sharing.
No? All right, hold on. Let me.
I'm about to eat something, man. Y'all look good. Sometimes I like to. You be cooking?
Yeah.
You feel me? I be thinking I got bits, bro. I'm about to make some fly shit. I might get on the grill. Get my daughter's Jock and Pops food.
All right, does map come up?
So apparently in this stream they blocking us. All I see is J Mill has started sharing the screen.
Let me try.
But no, that's the hate train. The hate train is up. You know that somehow some technology always try to interfere. I forgot I made the fastest car in the world. I ain't even played with it in 2 days. That mug's so fast. So what's up with your further? You ain't on the further studies hype?
I'm further in my studies. Yeah.
Yeah, you going because you gonna keep going to Kemet.
Well, did it come up?
I see Adam Ra's temple.
All right, so this is the map of Karnak.
Real quick though, before we get back, you say you further your studies independently. I'm talking about accreditation.
Oh, no, not at this point.
What's up? You tripping, bro? Let's do it.
Keep on inspiring me. Go
But
ahead
this is the
and.
thing. We doing this homework. We just ain't getting credit for it. So we'll beat up that little homework they throw out, bro. Like that Harvard class. I mean, everybody who deal with this shit, they running through that. That's just a beginning certificate before you can try to go further. But let's talk about it. So show me what's up with these Amun-Ra temples.
So this is a map of the whole Karnak temple. The red lines are indications of I got photos for it. You know what I mean? So where my mouse is, this is the north wall of the hypostyle hall.
And so what's on it?
The battle scenes from SETI fighting in the Levant, essentially.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely do that. But this is the question: why you picked it up? Because you don't got the Ramses ones.
The Ramses battle scenes from the hypostyle hall, they're here on the south side.
So you do got it, but not that one section.
Well, yeah, and what I do have isn't up close or the legibility is low or poor.
Oh, well, that's cool. So now when you go back, you trying to shoot the other walls and shit?
And the same ones too. Yep, all of the above.
Fix the ones that you don't like your photos. Because I see that long section of wall at the top you didn't get to.
Which here?
On the opposite of that.
Oh yeah, I'm not even sure. I never even walked this back part, so I don't know what's there.
Damn, so how much space we looking at right there? Like a acre or 2 acres?
I don't even know. This is the largest temple complex maybe in the world.
So when you said you walked it, you didn't get to walk over there, that's because it was too far?
No, I walked through here, or this whole.
Oh, you just went a different way. You just went a different way. Yeah.
There ain't really. I didn't go there to say there ain't nothing there, but like these spaces aren't highly frequented. Most people just come in here through the entrance, the Avenue of the Sphinx, come in here, go over here to the Sacred Lake, or you know what I mean? Like people don't really venture outside of this main causeway. I heard now they opened up this gate down here. Over by this is the Temple of Kansu.
So if that's relative on this map, that size of that gate is just the size of an entrance gate, for maybe that 20 people could pass through at once.
You mean wide?
Yeah.
Not 20 people. With your arm stretched out, so it's probably 10 feet wide, maybe 15 feet wide.
Okay. It's just letting me get a scale of everything I'm seeing, basically. Feel me?
I could pull a photo up of it. Well, because it's red, I'm trying to indicate to you that
you got those pictures.
Or some of it, at least. You know what I mean? Not the whole thing. And that was a gate built way late.
A late gate.
So
that's the Holy of Holies.
Maybe more like 20 feet.
So what are Holy of Holies? In the back at the...
Well, each temple would have its own. So like here for the Kansu, this would be the holiest of holies.
That back room right there?
Yeah. Here for this is the Opet festival. This would be and here is the holiest of holies right here.
So what's pseudo about people saying that this was laid out like a human body?
I think they say that about the Luxor temple.
Okay, this is the epithets. This Amun-Ra temple. Okay.
Yeah. This down here is the open air museum. where they pulled out a bunch of stuff they found inside the pylons. You know, they found the red chapel and the white chapel inside the pylons as the rubble.
Yeah, well, we can do some of that. We can pick days. I don't care as long as we cataloging it and we can work to it being finished. I don't care if it take a year or however long. You feel me? Because at the end, there's gonna be hella progress made.
What was I about to show you? I lost track of what I was doing.
I'm glad I remembered that DMD word today. I feel good about that.
So this is the ceiling of the.
I ain't
the
seen
gate.
your pictures.
No.
Maybe give it a second. I ain't seeing that. I'm hungry.
Oh, I think I did just that screen. All right. Oh, but did you see the gate come up? No.
Nope, I don't see none of that.
All right. Did that come up?
Yep.
All right. So we were talking about this gate. And up there is this. You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
just one of the projects to go through and.
So go and zoom in on it. Go up to the top. So this the hypostyle hall?
No, this is the top of that gate. Over by
Oh,
the
okay,
temple
that gate I
complex.
was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be hard. Let's see it. Like, how much can you zoom in on that top register? Top line. Yeah. All right. I mean, I don't see nothing I ain't too familiar with. Well, what's that snake with the thing over it? I'm gonna say Jet over there.
Yeah, I think it's I-64.
So I see Sunu, but I see Suneb. Let me see. Actually, they spelled it out different. This is what time period is this?
Late, super late.
I can tell because they on that shit. They lightweight about to get kind of Greek with it. Look how they spelled Nebet in the beginning. It say Su Nebet, but they use the new ball, and then a B and a T, and then the egg, and then they got the woman right there, so we know who they talking about. They got the snake. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But they look how they spelled Nebet with the new ball and the T. I mean, with the new ball and the B and the T. New bet. But the bet being the great lady, I still know that's who's being addressed. Now, look how they're doing other shit. Instead of saying in, they're kind of saying like in what looks like. What's that in the middle? A shindu?
No, that's the signal for the town.
Niu?
NXN or whatever. This is the town in like the second.
No, I see that. I see the T and the Niu, the O49. But what's in the middle of the two N's?
Let me pull it up real quick. NXN.
NXN. So that's NXN right there. Okay. So it's NXNT, and that's a location. Then we got AXU, AXU. You see that? That little thing with the U under it is AXU.
Yeah, F40. Yeah.
All right, AXU. And then we got the NAB F. Then we got AT. And AT is a location. Nabef AT is a location.
Yeah, I don't know where. What is
Nab
that
F
little
is his
bag?
lord. I mean, I think Nab F may not be part of the location, but how can it be a location just called ot?
What do you have for that little circular bag looking
I
thing?
don't know. So I omitted it. Oh, I don't think I got the Y. Is it like a
I think it's G or
No, you think it's
SSR.
well? I know. Is it a noose or whatever?
I think it's V33.
Is B-33 a noose or a rope?
It's a bag, it looks like.
Oh, okay, I don't know what that is. But you think you're supposed to pronounce it?
Yeah, it has the phonetic value of G, or it looks like it's in the word SSR.
Well, what is the word? What is AGT location wise? A got. You don't see it?
It's 87 entries.
Oh, okay, yeah. With a A, a G, and a T. Did you say?
Oh, nah, I was looking for that one glove.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Coptos.
Abydos?
Coptos.
Coptos?
It's
Well,
coming up as GBTY. Or
as a location?
yeah, but it has the TYW at the ending.
But this got an A on top of that thing.
True indeed. But this being a late period, they might have been adding that A as some type of a vowel placeholder or something, right?
All right. So then you think you got that sign with a T on it and it'll be in a location?
Let's see about the T. Yeah.
What's that sign called? How do they say pronounce it?
For what?
You got the symbol with a T on it. I don't think it got the 049 determinative.
I'm confused. Say it again.
You got in your dictionary. You looking at. You got that symbol with a T on it
Yeah.
and 049.
Yeah.
So what is the place?
Coptos.
How could that work? Okay, yeah, you're right. You said that this is late Egyptian. So there it is. I guess Coptos got an A on it at front sometimes.
But I really wasn't trying to do this one. I was just trying to show you that.
This is just the fun shit. I ain't tripping shit. Like, I like just making sure that I can read somebody just pop in my face real quick. You feel me? That I ain't been practicing. So, I feel you, though. I'm about to get some bits, though, but let's get back on it like tomorrow or something.
Word up, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for tapping in, making it a good show.
No doubt, man. One love.
That's what's up. Peace. All right, y'all. I'm about to watch some Sonnet and get lazy. Go out to the park, play with some RC cars.